Get in. Get in. Hello and welcome to Bluey the video game, the most Australian game that I can probably have brought to the other side of the world. Yeah, we got our 4 characters that we can choose. We're gonna choose the dad for a very specific reason. And I'll start the timer on 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, so Bluey the video game. Yes, this there's a game. There's a lot of oh boy, can I have the audio a little bit lower? But yeah, it's like 3 episodes into one full video game. There's 3 seasons, and each season of this show gets deeper and deeper, but it's really not that deep. It's a kid's show. But it's also designed for adults, and there's a hidden deeper meaning in each episode. They're all like 7 minutes long. It's such a comfort show, I'd say. They all have such a great moral at the end of the story. I highly recommend it. But in this game, it's basically like a mission-based thing. So we're trying to get from point A to point B. The mechanics are very simple. You know, you run, you jump. We gotta go. The big time variance here is you can't buffer your inputs. So every time we end a cutscene, we have to move in that direction, which is where you save all the milliseconds in between every single cutscene. We're trying to clean up our kids' junk. What a nightmare. But there's gonna be a few strats. You're gonna see like our dad is going to take a very crazy jump. Yeah, don't do that at home. You will break your legs. But yeah, this is just like the first mission of many. Yeah, there's it's a very relaxing, very chill. And yeah, there's like what's interesting is jumping is faster than running, so we're gonna be spacing out every single jump that we can. We're gonna be cutting corners, and since this game is so simple, you might think, oh, it's just gonna be this for a while, but we actually have a few ridiculous skips, where you like unplug the controller in some parts and like overload and like stack missions, which is very surprising for a Unity game here. Oh, we got Keepy Uppy, which is a very popular like kids game, but you know, I thought I'd bring it into the real world. I want to see how long you guys can keep this balloon up.
Remember, we've got to hit the balloon to keep it up in the air, and you can't let it touch the ground.
All right, let's do this.
Get in. Okay. All right, there we go. 1, 2. All right, let's go. Okay.
Come on.
So, okay, everyone put in your bids. How long do you think this balloon will stay up? All right, you guys are killing it so far. Like, we got like 30 seconds in, like, oh my gosh. Yeah, put in your bets, put in your guesses. Oh, we're clutching.
Let's go again.
Bandit is killing it. Get it. Oh. All right, we hit this balloon and it goes like flying. I hate it when this happens. Like every Monday at least. I'm seeing it in the big projector. But yeah, we gotta get this. Oh. Oh. I think there's like competitive Keepy Uppy where you have to like
Yes, boss.
get. Oh.
Head up, step.
Oh my gosh. I don't know what's going on behind me, but it looks crazy. All right.
There it is.
So this is the end of episode 1.
We'll have to move stuff to
Oh
get
my
to
god.
Let's start by
We're gonna break a ESA record for Keepy Uppy. It's gonna be insane. But yeah, here's why we picked the father instead of Bingo, which is obviously the best character in the game. So we can just grab the box. because we're just so strong. If we had to use Bingo or Bluey, then you'd have to wait for the other child to run up and use all of your energy combined. There's a very low chance that Bingo can stand there and softlock the run, which is very scary. Yeah, Bingo likes to sabotage a lot of runs. But yeah, it looks like we've finished. Oh. Okay, we finished episode 1.
It's a picture of me when I was a kid.
In the olden days.
So we found a part of a treasure map. Yeah, our dad's treasure. He buried something very long ago, and
When we were kids.
yeah, we have to find the other pieces. There could be anything in here. We could have $1 million, the winning lottery ticket, like yeah, $1 million dues.
Well, this is
Dollary
the right
dues.
of the map.
Crikey.
You need to find the other 2 pieces from your Uncle Rad
Oh,
up the
man.
stripe, so you know where to look.
But yeah, this is like the
Girls,
plot
you wanna
line.
spend your holidays
We're gonna be
looking
spending
for
our
dads
entire
and
holiday
fun.
looking for
we do.
junk.
Please,
Oh.
please.
Everything you've ever imagined is in this box, I'm
Maybe you
sure.
can ask Uncle Stripe when you see him tomorrow.
All right.
It's like we're going on a treasure hunt, Squirts.
Hooray.
Great job!
Also, oh,
Now you can
oh, coming in clutch. Yes. Okay, we have a skip coming up. Let's hope I actually get this.
In your sticker book,
I'll need to
it says
listen to the audio cues, so I gotta listen up. Okay, so I'm gonna drop. I'm gonna use this mission. I'm gonna wait for it.
Let's play Keepy Uppy. This is the. You can now go.
Okay,
into
please.
Collectibles.
Okay, so I just unplugged the controller and I replugged it. I'm gonna select the character. Please, I think we just skipped a cutscene. If we did this wrong, then the game will softlock. But we have 2 audios overlapping, so I'm pretty sure we just skipped like a very long cutscene, which is great. That's huge. That's huge. Thank you. Please clap.
It's going to take a long time. We'll have to help Geki get down.
Let's grab something instead.
Oh, we're still going. Yes. Oh, yeah, that's right. I'm the speedrunner. Oh yeah. Okay. Oh, parkour. Let's go.
We can't get it.
Come on, kids.
That's right. All these years of professional platforming and gaming has come to this exact moment, baby.
Ask your Uncle Stripe about the next piece of the map.
Oh my god. Okay, so we're moving on to episode 2. I just wanna I wanted to take some time. There's a lot of cutscenes in this game, and I thought, well, we have a crazy game going behind me. New record. I want to talk about how magical ESA is. This place is massive, as as our dad just said. But
Go to the top of the slide hill.
yeah, like look at this.
We'll be able to see the whole park.
This is my PS5 panel. We got a run that we have to do. I'm getting distracted.
Get up there and see if we can spot
But yeah,
them.
that's just a small sliver of like what ESA is all about. You get to meet friends who you've
Whoa,
oh.
You. Keep your eyes peeled. for the castle.
But yeah, like
Meanie.
when it comes to speedrunning, it's a very niche but growing hobby. And everyone has their favorite game, and if you want to play it again and again, you start getting better times and finding people who love things that you love. And yeah, that's what ESA is all about. After like 6 years, I finally got to meet my friends who play the same games as me. And yeah, it's so nice to take a memorial, a very special piece back home. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. All right, nice.
Hi, Bluey. Hi,
Oh,
Big Dog.
Whew, looking sharp, mate. Yeah. I often want to play this.
Ooh, nice tiara, Muffin.
But yeah, I've bought so many things for people to sign that people are sick of signing my stuff. But it is amazing. I can't wait to put it in my room and
Princesses can play around. I think they just stand.
okay, I'll let you sign my left arm. Fine, I guess.
You could be a princess in a tower. And we have to play around and
But
talk
actually,
to you.
I did bring something
You have to wear just
very special for all of us in this room to sign.
Muffy?
I went to Kmart, baby. The circle of life.
You left a note at the
Please
playground with the
sign
flying
this
box.
as soon as I play the game, because it's gonna happen in 2 seconds. Okay. Oh, oh, oh. Hardcore. Look at him go. He's getting a workout. You know, like, let's freaking go.
All right, party people.
All right.
Where are those dress
The
ups?
circle of life.
I think I see them.
You ready? You got this?
Good stuff. Let's grab
You.
and go.
Yeah. Oh, you got the pen?
Lava.
What?
We're playing grounds lava, remember?
Oh man, this lava.
Oh, nice. So yeah, just pass that around, sign it. I'll take it home. I'll send a photo and post it to Twitter. Also follow me on Twitter. If you're not following me, then what are you doing? It's HSBlueAU.
Let's get to the next one.
But yeah, like, you'll see the photo there. It'll be, yeah, no, another memento to have sitting in the corner of my room.
If something's worth doing, it's worth doing well.
Dad.
Oh,
Girls,
go
don't
to.
forget to play with Muffin.
Speaking of mementos to bring home, like I've already shown you my amazing PlayStation Nation plate. We got the bluey thing signed in the background, but there is a third. Oh, what is going on? This is chaotic. Oh! Wait, clutch it! Oh, time.
You legends have fun. Dad's
How long was that?
No, you have to play.
5 or 6 minutes. All right. Oh wait. The redo? Oh, okay.
okay. One game.
Oh man. I signed the balloon. Sign everything. Yeah, I'll be taking that home. Thank you.
Is everyone happy?
Or maybe
with
like
their dress-ups?
Eden can have that. Who knows?
You look
A
beautiful,
lot of
mate.
memory,
But there's more in the
a lot of
dress-up
little
box if you want
tokens,
to change your costumes.
memories. Oh gosh.
Okay, ready.
Hooray!
But yeah, you know, like I've talked about taking signed things from all your friends back home. There's a third thing I've signed here, and it's a story that I wanted to talk about on the ESA show.
I'm so excited.
Okay, gang.
This is a popcorn container,
Princess.
and now you might think, you know,
We have to do it
that's so
without
weird.
touching
Why do you have a popcorn container sign? Oh, we're back, baby. Oh,
We found
nice.
Princess Muffin, we're here
I
to
thought you guys were gamers. What is this?
firework waving and quick.
Oh my goodness.
This is your
But yeah, like you might be thinking, like a popcorn, like what? You're getting junk signed. Like, what are you doing? Taking junk home? Now let me tell you about the ESA popcorn story of 2024. So it started off with one cup, right? And let me tell you.
Oh, girls. Is there
Thank
anything
you.
wanted to ask Uncle Stripe before?
But yeah, it started off with one cup, and let me tell you, the popcorn at ESA, this hotel has free popcorn. Let me say that again, free popcorn, and let me tell you, like,
Here, have a look.
it is definitely free. Trust me, I've tested the boundaries, and you know, it started off with one, and then it started off like with two, and then I had a stack of 4 of these things on top of each other, just boom, 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 boom. I was just holding it, and it turned into like 7 at one point. And like I'll just be carrying that around, snacking on that. It was great. And I was loving life. And then I got a message. I was like,
We got another piece of
see me at the front desk. I was like, we have a gift for you. I was like, honestly, I was like, oh no. Oh no. I go up, I'm like, yeah, yo, what's up? Come to find out, I had a personalized, ginormous, bucket-sized popcorn holder that was like HS Blues popcorn. I was like, yes! Oh my gosh! And I went ham. Ended up being like this huge mountain. I ate it in like, I ate it all at in a single run. It was the most beautiful day of my entire life, let me tell you.
come through.
Why not?
Geki is still up.
And that was only phase 1. Phase 2, so I had Sly Cooper, right? And I was on the grind. I was like, okay, we gotta practice. This is like the hardest game I've ever like submitted in my entire life.
Can you meet us
crazy run. I highly suggest watching Sly Cooper. I did it a few minutes ago. Hours. There's a glitch here.
Let's meet Rad in the backyard. Come on,
The
Squirts.
audio
Let's meet Rad in the
overlaps
backyard.
infinitely.
Come on, Squirts. Let's meet Rad in the backyard.
Come on, Squirts. Let's meet Rad in the backyard. Come on, Squirts.
Let's meet Rad in the backyard. Come on, Squirts.
This is a very specific pixel perfect, like,
Let's meet Rad in
please.
the backyard.
Wait, where's that?
Ah, there's a oh, okay, oh my gosh. I think that was a perfect frame overlap with the cutscene ending at the same time as I hit the trigger. Oh gosh, oh wait. I thought I failed that because of it's very rare to overlap the end of the cutscene with the start of the next one. But basically, there's a perfect line that we had to set up. Figuring out exactly which line and pixel we had to do was a nightmare. You know that Come on Squirts, let's meet Rad in the backyard? I had to listen to that audio for like at least 9,001 times. Because we just had to keep practicing. We're like, okay, why is this skip happening? So yeah, that was a very eventful day. Shout out to that. They ended up patching it, but you can go back to version 1.0. You can downgrade with the file if you saved it off of your computer before it updated. But yeah, back to the popcorn story. I had a huge bucket HS Boost popcorn. I ate that and like I was chilling. But then when I was grinding on Sly Cooper, I was in the practice room, right?
We'll have to hide
And
this one too.
I bought a stack of 5. I was eating that and practicing, and then I ran out. And then I bought another stack of 5, and then 5 turned into 10, which turned into 20, which turned into like 40. And I was stacking these on top of each other. And let me tell you, this tower was so tall. It was very tall.
What healthy things will change?
And you know, one tower turned to 2, which turned to 3. There's iconic photos that people snapped on all angles.
Strawberries are healthy.
And yeah, I am now restricted to 1 popcorn per sitting down session. It's hilarious, but like, you know, like, very good memories, and I love ESA. A lot of unforgettable experiences. All right. Oh yeah, we're playing this game. We're like feeding. Okay, wait. What's the storyline here? We're feeding our Furby. I mean, back in the early 2000s, we had these things called Furbies. Please tell me you guys remember what Furbies were. Okay. Yeah, it's basically like this, but bluey version, and it's 100% more talkative and a 100% more annoying. We have to feed it the proper things, you know, very healthy things and stuff.
This is your fault.
You have to find something squeaky.
This reminds me, my sister had a Furby, and I will never forget the last day we've had it. It ended up making the most scariest noises. It was like Furby, and then it'll go. And we had to destroy that thing. It was terrifying. But yeah, we're getting like the duck out of the bathtub, I think.
Oh yeah.
If we turn on the tap,
So
it'll help Ducky rise
we
to
have
the
to
top.
waste a bunch of water just to get the duck a reachable distance. Yeah, I don't know. I could have just grabbed that. Time loss. No. Just kidding. It's an unskippable cutscene.
Now we can catch Ducky.
Here we are. One squeaky ducky. Let's get
Oh,
back
speaking of no, let me tell you, as an Australian on the other side of the world, people love it when I say anything like no, yo, let's go. Honestly, I'm eating these vowels. Like, they eat that up. It's hilarious. No! We actually went to, like, this morning, we went to a town called Norbro. Can I get a no, bro?
Excuse me to interrupt you on that note. We received a $10 donation earlier from Hillary Puff with the message "Nor." I assume they're talking about exactly the phenomenon you just described.
Perfect timing. Yeah. Every 5 minutes there would be at least one person who'd be like, "No, bro." Like would walk past a sign. No. No, bro. Like no way. No way.
Nice. Fill to the top.
But yeah, lots of very memorable experiences. We went to the zoo today. It was very lovely. Oh. Okay, we just like watered this plant. We're gonna feed it to this.
Good work, everyone. Let's feed it to that little tyke downstairs.
The little guy. I already forgot Furby. That's right. That's what I call it. What is it? Oh my gosh! It just gets better. Oh man.
Here you go, Chatterback. Something pretty.
Hey.
We did it!
Hey! Okay. That's enough
Oh my
excitement
gosh.
for today. Kids, can you take Chattermax into the playroom?
Okay, Mum.
But yeah, as an Australian, I feel like it's my duty to spread completely true information, and that's why I want to talk about drop bears in Australia. So Australia, let me tell you, crikey, it's a beautiful place.
They're getting exercise.
But you know, like koalas, if you're like in the outback, right? There's these things called drop bears, and they, if you're a tourist, they can smell it. They can smell if you're a tourist. So just you know, stay away from the outback, and you'll be all good.
Let's try again.
Just kidding. That's that's just a story that every Australian says. Oh my god, wait, I'm a fake Australian right now.
Hold on tight.
Paid actor. I mean,
Chattermax, please.
oh gosh.
Kids,
Yeah,
you need to ask your uncle.
Yeah, no,
Harry
Australians,
about
awesome. Like,
yeah.
kangaroos boxing other kangaroos with like boxing gloves. Like we got it all.
Sure
It's great.
thing. It's here in my.
Okay, I think we got like the third piece of the puzzle map. Oh my gosh. We just gotta grab it.
Hey, my wallet.
Oh my gosh, they stole the wallet just like I stole Zem's wallet in the last one I did. I'm so sorry, Zem. Also, I still have like a 50 from your wallet. He deserved it. Oh wait, oh gosh. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Lounge.
Oh my goodness. Oh man. Okay, we're chasing for the final piece of the treasure map. I think we just broke something.
All right, where is it?
I'm worried about how quiet
Alright.
it suddenly is.
Still
Maybe
going?
let's check
Oh
the
my
cupboards
god.
Or anywhere it might be able to hide.
Okay. Oh,
Found it. Isn't our
you guys are
Chattermax
crazy.
red? Oh yeah. Whose is this Chattermax? It
So
looks
like,
someone's
backstory. This is
Does it?
a Chattermax from like last Christmas.
Find on you.
Looks like the dad hid it because of how annoying it is.
I hear it.
Where is that coming from?
Oh my goodness.
Seems like it's back downstairs.
But yeah, if you guys want to read donations, I'm curious to see.
I will do so. Well, first of all, we have a $1 donation sitting here, waiting to be read from the last one, saying, I can't force jump out of here. Academy stole the kick glitch. Well, no kick glitch here, but we are playing Keepy Uppy. In the audience, we have $40 from CV Taurus. Without a comment, thank you so much. That goes towards the Grand Pooh World 3 Bowser DDR pad fight. And just now, we got $2 from Harpis, saying, sitting here drinking Aussie lemonade while watching Bluey by HS Bluey. Get in!
Get in! Oh man. I love, that's another thing. Every ESA, there's just like a trendy like sentence or something. And it gets infected by everyone. I'm sure. I'm sure every stream that you watch in like the next like couple weeks, you'll just hear a random get in every now and then. And sometimes the trend is a video game. Shoutouts to the Lego Battle for Hogwarts Flash game.
Of course.
It's like 50 seconds long. I am like the proud
Bluey, we've got
former
all
7th
three
place
easy.
holder. I'm a proud
Now we can
7th
make
place
the
holder.
map. What does it say?
Not former 7th place. So that's huge. That's huge.
Got it. It's the
I think there's like a new skip found.
For real life.
Oh,
for real life.
Give me
oh my gosh.
Yep. To the treasure.
Great job! You finished the
Okay,
Now
I
you can
believe
play
there's like a
Shadowman's Chase.
skip here, but it's very complicated.
You
Oh
found
boy.
Uncle Rad's piece of map.
Alright, I'm gonna see what I can do. Oh,
Let's put the treasure map piece in your sticker book for safe. Great job finding that. Let's play Ground is Lava. You can now. I'll go and find these
oh, okay.
and then act
I'm pretty sure I just hit it. It's
around the house.
it's very like it's very complicated, but basically what I did, I picked up an item, right? I'll try to explain it the best I can. I picked up an item, I dropped it while while I was dropping the item. I selected a mini game, and while the mini game was getting selected, while I was dropping the item, I selected episode 4, and now I'm in a glitched state. I'm gonna be like,
Hang on.
oh, okay, we got xylophone, another fun little mini game.
You're on your own.
Speaking of xylophone, that's like the first episode of like Bluey.
Bluey is called treasure.
It's alright, it's pretty good. But my favorite episode, they're all like 7 minutes long, but like, jeez. My favorite episode is Sleepy Time.
Again and say,
You don't really need any context or previous knowledge, but Sleepy Time was such a good episode that it was rated as one of the best TV shows in TV history from the DNBI. I forget the acronym.
What if we use their tag?
But yeah, but yeah, it was like top like 3 or 4.
Sure. Let's do a practice run.
Now it's like 7 because a bunch of people once started. Oh no. Oh, did I crash it? Oh, I think I think I broke it. That's alright. I just gotta do a little. No, bro. No, I gotta exit out the game.
Can I take this moment for a quick message?
Yes.
Then I will take it. Thank you. $10 from Sly Sonic, who says, "Nor getting all that. Can we please stop with the balloon? I'm scared of the color red, and being in the audience does not help." I'm sure if you politely ask your friends to stop, then they will respect your wish. If they're your friends.
And if you're their best friends, then then they'll keep going. No, I'm kidding.
it's to be sure we know the new rules.
Damn, I was gonna say something, but I forgot. Oh man.
Done. Granddad is frozen solid again. Let's flip his tail to bring him back to normal.
Good turn. If you here's a secret. If you forget what you're about to say and you don't know what to say, just say like, "Good turn."
Next round out though. Any more freezing and unfreezing.
There you go. Bye back, baby.
Mum and Dad's turn.
Oh, great.
Okay, so this part is actually kind of scary. You can save like so much time, or you could lose so much time. All these characters run at the same speed as you, and they scatter everywhere, and it's terrifying. This is okay. Please come back. Oh man, I wonder how that Bluey is,
I love
how
the
signed that
anti
Bluey is.
xylophone rules, but can we
Oh
go
my
to the
goodness.
What's so special about this creek?
There's
But yeah, that's
treasure
right.
there.
Yeah, Sleep Time is a great episode.
I'll help you look.
Honestly, I so recommend it. Like, there's so many
What
good
about
morals,
supplies?
and like learning
Supplies
lessons.
for treasure
And
hunting?
yeah, they subtly speak to, the adults, for those who have to watch it because it's like on the big TV screen for the kids or something.
Garbage bags.
In case it rains.
Yeah. Also the show just had a season finale. It just had the full-on finisher. I don't want to spoil
Go to the
anything,
kitchen
but
and get the garbage bags first.
it was like 20 minutes long, and it was beautiful. Yeah. Oh my gosh! One thing I just remembered was the story, the day one story of speedrunning this game. So as soon as I saw it, like the Australian Bluey show becoming available, I was like, I want to have an experience where day one I jump in and do a speedrun.
Let's head outside.
And let me tell you, the first speedrun was chaotic. I was not expecting the competition to be so ferocious. As soon as I got world record, after like 50 minutes, someone took that. And so I took it back, and then I went to bed, and I wake up to like 2 more records broken. I had to take that back, and then went back and forth like 20
Why
times.
is it all the way up there?
And then like huge skips have been found. The world record history is actually like a bit ridiculous for how minimal this game is. There's a skip right at the end of the game
Bags and
that
shovels.
is
We're ready to roll.
horrendous. It is very interesting. Also, I'm gonna use this
Oh, yeah.
time on the
Where do we have
stage.
it last?
If there's anyone who is good at coding,
Let's stop and take a look.
oh man, if there's anyone who's like who knows coding and who's like smart, please join our speedrunning community. We have a speedrun.com, and there's a Discord link in the speedrun.com. We're jumping on the railing. Yes. Oh, let's go. There's a lot of funny little skips, like, oh my god, no way!
It is.
That's right. 7 years of practice. What can I say?
Just be careful.
Yeah, I guess this classifies. It's so minimal that I guess like jumping here and just grabbing that instead of going around counts as like a skip
Let's see.
in this scenario.
Shovel and bugs.
So yeah, I found that by the way, day 1.
Let's go meet Granddad.
But yeah, when the last world is the run killer. It's a bit crazy.
How'd you
Not
go?
not like.
Find everything?
You have to mash a bunch of buttons. You'll see a bunch of trash. Oh my goodness. But we'll get there. We'll get.
So this is the creek, eh?
Oh.
Looks like the scrub you used to play in, Chili.
It does.
Oh my god.
Do you know which way to go?
See that tree there? We've got to head this way.
But yeah, if you know any coding, please join the Discord, the community's Discord, because
Remember to be careful.
I would love to skip these cutscenes and practice.
Watch out.
And I would love to like break this down. There's actually a non-human viable tool-assisted glitch where you can warp yourself across like the world. It's actually ridiculous with like collision overlapping. It's not in this run because of how ridiculously precise it is. But after the final cutscene, I would love to show this because if there's any like this is like the final huzzah. This is like the final like the best chance I have for someone figuring out what is going on with this game. But yeah, if you know how to TAS,
We're gonna
then
need
please
to do some
join.
rock hopping.
It's too far.
All right, we're dragging this rock. We don't even need to drag this rock, by the way. We can just do a really precise jump and make it to the other one. But there we go. We pushed the rock because
Now we can jump on
I
the
don't know.
stepping
Andy
stones.
Gavin wanted us to, I guess. Andy Gavin. Shout out to Andy Gavin, man. Oh, he gets some really good food, by the way.
We'll need to jump over that
All
log
right,
to reach the next
parkour.
stone.
Let's go. Careful.
Go to. Oh,
Well done, everyone.
okay.
Where to next?
We're close. We need to climb that slope. Ready, Bingo?
Climb that slope. But yeah, I can't believe I'm playing this on the other side of the world for like real life. Oh!
We need to follow
Come on!
from under the trees.
But
All right.
going.
This is actually like the furthest away I've ever been. Like away from like my family. So like, hi mom. I'm sure they're watching and they're cheering on on the other side of the world. Speaking of being on the other side of the world, I need to grab a slice of bread from the ESA breakfast parlor and put that on the floor. I need to make an earth sandwich. It's worth it, please. Okay, so every speedrunner's heart rate doubles when they see the trash,
I don't think
and it's
anyone's
for a very
cared
good
for this
reason.
area in a while.
Imagine watching all these cutscenes,
The creek used to be a
and getting
beautiful place.
to this point
Well, there's only one thing to
just
do.
for
The treasure can wait.
something ridiculous to happen. So multiple things can happen here. It's a bit crazy, but basically, if you pick up the trash and put it in the
water is all blocked
rubbish, Oh yeah, there's different words for rubbish, but yeah, if you mash the jump button and the action button, then there's a chance that one of several things can happen. You can make it so one trash equals all four, and you move to the second half. There's a chance that it can skip all 8 trashes on the left and right side, and you just skip everything. There was just one instance where oh, here we go. Okay, let's see if anything happens. It's very rare. Oh. No, bro. All right. Yeah, that. But yeah, there was this one time I had the entire world just despawn, and we just fell into the void permanently. That was an interesting one. Someone skipped like every single cutscene. We don't really know what is going on. But yeah, if anyone knows like why this works, please join the Discord. Let's see if I can get anything here. Nah. So yeah, very, very crazy trick. I highly recommend watching the world record because it's so like
Really
it's
is.
wacko.
Good work.
Is that an Australian word? Wacko.
Thing is, this place looks familiar. It reminds me of
Mate, shrimp on a Barbie. Let me tell you, that goes hard.
We're nearly there.
Real life.
Get her.
Real life. The place is a little bit up ahead. Come on, this way.
But yeah, this ESA has been very magical. I hope I convinced you to come to ESA because I would love to see you. Like, there's some cool ass games. There's some really cool venues, and it's an amazing time. We're like coming up to the final like pieces of moves, but there's still many cutscenes.
Where to now, Ben?
Many cutscenes and a huge skip that I would love to show an audience.
There's a rock in the
Okay, I thought the game crashed there.
Not a wobbly one.
Okay,
We're almost there.
and teamwork makes the dream work as per usual. Very inspiring. I know.
Available. Come on, team. Let's all push together.
Yes, Dad.
All right. Here we go.
We did it.
But yeah, this has been very beautiful. I would like to thank all of my friends in the past 6 years.
Just round the corner.
7, 8 years of my speedrunning career. I'd love to like thank like the staff. It's been an honor being here. It's been very magical, and that's time. That's time. Now there's a nice special cutscene, and then we got the huge skip that I would like to show. Here's the treasure, by the way. It's not a lottery ticket. Where's the $1 million bucks? Excuse me, the dollary-doos? The didgeridoo? The
It's our favorite toy ever.
wackadoo?
Favorite toy.
For real life?
Buried him.
We had to. See, Power Bloke was the greatest action figure around, but we had to share him.
So basically, these
And did you?
people had to share the figurine, but they sucked at sharing, and so the dad was going to take it away, but they buried it,
That's not fair.
and now they're old and they found
One
it.
day we had a
Let's
big
go.
fight.
Oh, big
So
fight.
bad, our dad told us he was going to take Power Bloke away.
But yeah,
We decided to
Oh,
find
speaking of, there's actually like a Bluey official challenge. You have to have a red balloon. You can't touch any walls, and like I kind of want to get like world record. Like imagine staying up for like 24 hours and like destroying the world record.
Probably not.
Do I want to do that? No. Am I probably gonna do that? Maybe. I'm crazy like that. So yeah, that's a hilarious challenge that exists.
Bingo.
Oh.
Did you remember to brush your teeth?
Oh, I forgot.
Okay, I'll race to the
Okay.
bathroom. Come on.
Yeah.
Competitive keepy uppy is actually insane. Like, who's
What's the
seen
matter,
that?
Bluey? You've been quiet since the creek.
It's just we wasted all holiday looking for treasure, and there wasn't even actual treasure. Just an old toy.
I'm sorry, kid.
This is the worst holidays ever.
This is a
Sometimes
tragedy.
real treasure isn't shiny or gold. It's just special because of the memories connected to it.
That's true. The memories are connected to it. Oh my god, this is a perfect time. Like, thank you guys. Thank you, Ryusei. This will live with me forever. By the way, I'm gonna be 80 years old, and I'm gonna just have this. I'm gonna be like, yes, this actually happened, and this was real. I got to meet my friends after speaking to them for 6 years for the first time. Like, I got to see like my man Maximum, like the Rixer. I got to see EasyScape. I grew up watching his content, and like now, like I'm growing up, and people have watched my thing. Oh my god! Oh my god! It's like this is just an amazing memento. Thank you guys. Oh man, that's so sweet.
Your favorite toy back there.
Oh my god, man, ESA is just so special.
Last page doesn't have any pictures on
But
it.
yeah, this has been yeah. I'm gonna be like 80 years old looking at this. Imagine, oh my god, the grandfather lore is gonna go so hard. Like, back in my day,
We made it.
let me tell you, the world's hardest game.
Let's hit the beach.
Yeah.
It was, in fact, the world's hardest
This
game.
is the best holidays ever.
Is there a message I can squeeze in?
Oh yeah, please.
Oh, wait,
please.
okay, because we got $5 from Dregon earlier, who said if the crowd keeps up the balloon going until the end of the, going until the end of run, someone in chat should donate $100. Winky face, and I think, well, if it's kind of a thing to expect, just a random person donate $100. So I think since the balloon with the second round stayed up until the end of the run, everybody who can afford just donate as much as you can afford. And be sure to, just as Dregon, allocate it towards the Grand Pooh World 3 Bowser DDR fight target.
Look at these memories that have appeared.
Thank you.
Select the memory to replay.
All right.
the
So
image.
speaking of memories, I would love to
You can
end
now
it with the
go find
hugest
these
skip that got discovered that no one knows how to task this game. We've looked into it. So if you're
Where do you wanna go?
if you or your mum or a friend knows. Okay. Oh gosh. Okay. Let me get to the stage. Oh. All right. Ah. I gotta walk. Nice. Okay.
Rescue.
Travel to the playground.
All right, this place. Okay, let's go. Okay, so obstacles have collision, and the collision, if it has like, I don't know, if it's small or curved, then it can be a bit funky. And if you pick up and drop the item, then something a bit crazy can happen. Okay, let's see if I can get it real quick. Okay, so I'm gonna stand on it. I'm gonna pick it up. I'm gonna drop it. And then I'm gonna pick it up and throw it. Okay, something weird happened there. Let's see if I can get it a little bit crazier.
Hooray!
Come on, please. Okay. All right, one shot. Here we go. That's the best I can do. But you can make it go flying. It's so sick. Please join the Discord. Ask about it. It can be amazing. Thank you, ESA. Thank you, everyone, for watching. And in case I don't see you, I'm HS Bluey. In case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Bye-bye.
Yes, indeed. There we go. Welcome to the world's hardest game again.
Welcome. This is the hardest game in the world. No, really. But on my left, we got Six Rock, and on my right, we got Oggy. Yeah, let's just jump into it.
Let's get it.
All right, on 3, 2, 1, go.
Go! All right. ESA Summer 2024 is off with the world's hardest game. I'm going to look over there. So this is a game about a red square going through a whole lot of blue circles.
Yeah, we're dodging stuff. We're playing the game. We got to collect all the coins to unlock the end of the level. Oh boy. Wait. All right, you no one saw that. No one saw that. Okay. No way, first try.
Yes.
Yes.
All right. So something that you might see here is that Blue is absolutely cheating. He's going through the blue circles.
Oh wait, no, that's level 7. Oh.
Actually, that's not correct. He is utilizing a bug in the game.
Ooh.
The way the hitboxes work is that he has 5 pixel hitboxes, top, bottom, left, right, and in the center. He can pass through the blue circles or anything that can kill him. If he holds over them for 2 frames, he dies.
Yeah. So even if a blue circle is touching one of his hitbox pixels for a frame, he's still not dead. He has a whole 2 frames that he has to hit him. Oh my goodness.
Come on.
This is disgusting. All right. So you're seeing this. Like, what is happening?
You didn't see that.
How does he do it?
Wait.
How does he do it? Oh my God, this could go crazy.
Dude.
Oh,
That's
that is a frame perfect, pixel perfect trick.
Holy crap.
There you go. There's so much going on. Such a quick game. Such a hard game. World's hardest, I've heard.
Yeah, some might say.
The streets are saying it's the hardest game in the world. But he's making it look easy.
I met someone at the train station. They stopped me and they were like, "Are you commentating for the world's hardest run?" And I was like, "Yes." And they're like, "Oh, is it that hard?" Yeah, it's the hardest game in the world.
All right.
Something I want to mention is this game. It's ooh.
Ooh,
Oh my!
Oh. Yes.
So what matters a lot with this game is the keyboard. Different keyboard styles work different. Oh gosh, this level is really tight. It's very. Okay, wait.
Oh.
Oh. Okay.
Oh my
So this is the way this game works. It's a grid layout. So 1 pixel up is like multiple pixels, and so this area is very, very, very tight.
I'm trying to whisper, but the mic's not picking it up.
All right.
Yes.
There we go, nice.
All right. Another thing that we want to mention, bottom left of the game screen right now, you see like a weird resolution. That's actually intentional. Like that specific resolution is there for the pixel alignment kind of stuff. Some levels get like faster / easier from being able to sort of, whatever. Pixels in different locations.
Yeah. So this is a very interesting one because I left my keyboard at home, so I'm playing on a school laptop keyboard kind of thing. The buttons are very, very tiny, but I'm making it work. This is the only level where you get a breather. It's really nice. But the next level is actually full on. You know how you have to get every single coin to unlock the ending? Well, the dev went a bit ham. All right, let's see if I can do. Oh boy.
Oh. There's no way.
Oh, come on.
Oh.
There's no shot. There's no chance.
Oh, get in. Come on.
Whoa. Okay. I was not expecting.
Oh my God,
that.
it gets harder.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that was just. Oh.
Oh. See, this is where you know it gets serious when the circles are purple.
Dude.
Purple's a very serious color.
All right.
Right. So yeah, blue kind of like, as was mentioned in the intro speak, the original runner had to drop out or move their runner, one of the two, and blue was kind of just asked if he wants to do this, and he was like, "Of course I want to do it." And then he was terrified about it for the next 24 hours. Oh,
It's a hard game. All right.
we have no signal.
Oh,
Oh,
Wait.
we're back.
we're back.
The game is actually too hard for the signal to go through.
Oh boy.
That is true.
For the viewers at home and in the crowd here, the game is quite mesmerizing. I probably wouldn't be able to play it myself because I would get lost in the sauce.
All right. This is a very cycle-based game. So every level has a set cycle. When is it turning?
Oh.
Oh my goodness! Please, please no. Oh boy. All right.
We're good.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
We're chilling.
Somewhere you gotta enter around, right? Yeah. Okay.
We've entered. We're going. Oh, we're so going.
Oh,
We're so going.
Oh.
Please.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh.
Oh. All right, we've got just about the last couple of levels coming up here.
I almost missed a button. Okay.
That's fine.
Pixel perfect trick. Let's go. Okay. The next levels are very mesmerizing. Oh. The levels from here are very mesmerizing. A lot of people's favorites. I'm gonna stop talking. Oh.
Yeah, this is the type of game that you would expect to see on like, you know, when they do that thing on like TikTok where they put like the bottom half is just gameplay because people can't focus on stuff.
This definitely beats Subway Surfers in that regard.
Yeah, I have a story about that game. All right.
Bam.
Okay, for the 3 last levels, we gotta get some serious clapping when he gets through it.
Okay.
Oh.
What is even going on here?
Oh.
Yes.
Oh.
I will say there were 4 left when you said that, but that's okay.
Yeah, you have to make them ready.
Okay. Boom, boom, bam, bing, bang.
Like,
boom.
what
Oh my
is going on?
Oi.
Oh, frame perfect trick right there. Oh my gosh, I'm hitting it all. The ending is super high. Yes. Okay.
Oh my goodness.
Nice.
Last level.
Last level, come on.
Come on.
Oh.
Like this is, I don't even understand what's happening on the screen anymore.
The last one's really easy, guys. We got this. Please.
It's actually
Watch me die now.
impossible.
I mean, yeah,
Oh.
it's the most impossible game ever. Oh.
Hey!
How does he do it?
It's too easy for Blue. Too easy for Blue.
The world's easiest game.
The world's the easiest game. What can I say?
Come on.
Wow. Yeah, that's the world's hardest game. I hope you enjoyed. There's many awesome games coming up, like Ratchet and Clank. Yes.
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 That's it for me. Yeah.
Welcome to ESA.
Yeah.
Just doing a little bit of scooting here.
Yeah. Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone at ESA. I'm Sen. My commentators.
I'm Zem.
I'm Mukamanen. And this is Ratchet and Clank Into the Nexus. So we're gonna be playing New Game Plus. When we get to the starting point, we can do the countdown because there's a little cutscene that happens before this. But for this game, time is gonna start once we press X to get through the dialogue that's gonna pop up here. So there's gonna be a screen that's gonna appear that's gonna say, "Welcome to New Game Plus." So once we press X on this screen, then time will start. So are we ready to do the countdown?
I think we're ready.
Okay, do you want to start from 5? So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Woo! And he's already going out of bounds immediately. So clearly not intended. This is the Nightmare Box. It is the de facto wall clipping weapon. Every Ratchet game has a wall clipping weapon for some reason, and if it's not immediately obvious, then we just kind of make one. Here he's going to abuse a checkpoint system real quick. You're not supposed to be able to go back out that door. And now he's going to use this Nightmare Box as another piece of utility that it can do. It can launch you. Sin unfortunately did not get after 3 straight tries, but we're gonna try again later. We're gonna show this off.
Yeah, we'll have
really
a couple.
cool.
We'll have a couple later on.
Yeah.
But the logic behind those is that you throw a Nightmare Box down, and then you go in front of it, and you backflip into it right when it like pops out.
Yeah.
It can be a little bit tricky.
And now here he has to go over what looks like normal texture, but is actually an invisible hole that will completely soft lock the run if you were to fall down there. So he managed to dodge that, and the run can now continue, which is fantastic.
The starting point or the starting part of this run is always scary because if
Yeah.
you mess up, you mess up bad.
As a bit of lore to everybody who isn't super familiar with this game, resetting this game is also a colossal pain because you either have to reload a file off of a USB drive or you have to have a cloud save, and either way, you're just going out and spending like at least 60 to 90 seconds trying to reset. So we try to be as careful as we can on this first level. And now he's finally almost back in bounds. There we are.
Okay.
We're safe. We're safe.
We're good. This first level, I'm like so nervous on this first level because, like what Zem said, if you fall through the world, there's no way to recover.
Yeah.
You quite literally have to reload all the saves and everything.
Yeah.
So we're safe now.
Yeah, this is actually the scariest part of the run.
Yeah, the very beginning. That was what I was worried about because I also have a USB with me with the save on it, just in case something happened. Because what's notable is that you can also get trapped. So where we walked in and got that first checkpoint, you can get trapped in that room.
And we're gonna abuse the checkpoint system here again. I'm not 100% sure how it works. I believe it's just like you have to hit the checkpoints in order for the level to be able to continue. I used to have world record in this game, but I actually don't really know anything about this game. I just kind of played it. So I'm just kind of making stuff up. Don't take my word as word of law. So yeah, this is really, really cool. I love that basically this entire level, you're just kind of coasting along the underside of the ship that you're not supposed to be able to go down. Here, Sin's gonna go back inbounds, sort of. And now we're out of bounds again.
Yep.
So
yeah, that's going to be a big trend of this run.
Yeah.
There's going to be a lot of out of bounds, and there might be some sections where you have no idea if we're even out of bounds or not.
So he's going to wipe out all the enemies here, and it's going to trigger the cutscene for the next area of the level. Something to note that you may not... people who've been paying very close attention may have noticed this. There's like a set of D-pad icons that popped up that had different icons on each button. You have to manually place your quick select, which is done with the D-pad. So you pull a weapon out and then hold the D-pad button in the middle of all of this movement to be able to set your weapons.
Yeah. Also, this part, hopefully we can get this fast. This section's really tricky.
It's really smooth if you can get it quickly, though. Let's see
Oh,
here.
beautiful magnet.
Yeah,
movement.
yeah.
Oh, there we go. Oh, this is so beautiful.
Come on, give us another.
Oh, give me more. Give me more. Oh,
Yeah.
there we go.
One more. Ooh. And
Oh,
another.
you can just
Yeah.
see the hours of practice into these magnet rails. This is beautiful.
Okay, this is the last one.
There we go.
Ah.
Level. Good stuff, Sin. Good stuff.
And also, you might notice that the weapons are comically large, and that
Yeah.
That's actually
Like this?
intentional. That's intentional. You have the big weapon mode is mandatory in NG Plus runs because it allows the Nightmare Box to be able to clip you out of bounds. If you have normal weapons, it's not big enough to clip you.
And it also makes a lot of tricks a little bit easier. Like there'll be a couple other uses that we haven't seen yet for the Nightmare Box.
Yeah!
a world record.
This is also one of the only levels where it goes in 3 different stages.
Yeah.
So there's the first, middle, and the last part. The rest of these won't be like that, but the next trick we have here is we're gonna try and land on this really small branch, and we'll see if we can get this first try. Ah,
Close.
Yeah, this.
This is tricky.
It's so funny when you're on a really good run. You just golded the last planet after resetting 5 times, and then you miss that, and you just lose all your time.
Yeah.
There we go. There we go.
There we go.
And this allows us to skip a very annoying part of the game here. So now he's just going to hop in this turret here, blow this wall up, and hit a checkpoint.
Yeah, so
There
there
we go.
This is actually the info bot for the next planet. So we pretty much just skipped everything. But
All right, incoming nightmare launch.
yeah,
Launch,
incoming,
launch,
incoming.
launch.
There we go. There we go.
There we go. So there's actually 2 ways you can get over to there. So you can do the Nightmare Box, but you can also actually high jump over to here. But the high jump only works if you're on the easiest difficulty. Because for some reason, if you're on Hero or Legend, the amount of space between Ratchet and the ledge that you're actually able to grab is different. Which is really weird. Yeah, so if you're on Hero or Legend, you actually have to be closer to be able to ledge grab.
Huh.
It's very strange.
This is an interesting clip here. This wall is much more of a suggestion than you would have.
Yeah.
So
You just force
there we
yourself
go. This part's a little tricky here. Ooh. Has to wait until the screen turns orange.
Oh.
There we go. Now.
There we go.
Yeah.
There we
Good
go.
stuff, man. Good stuff. Yeah, that's just an awkward section.
Yeah,
Very,
this is a
very
weird
awkward.
section. So part of the reason as well that we were walking so far on that line, there is actually a reason for that. We weren't kind of like swagging out there. So if you walk too far to the left, you'll actually clip into the cave that's right next to it.
And that's bad.
And then a cutscene is also going to play. And that is very bad news.
Yeah.
Because that cave, the walls for that cave are also like really thick.
Yeah.
In any percent, this section is a lot harder because when we jump into that I guess like hole that makes the screen go orange, there's a piece of collision that will spawn behind where we're at. And so it spawns, like it takes a couple seconds to spawn, but if you don't jump up there before the spawn happens...
Wait, hold on. Pardon me 1 second.
Yeah.
Now it's the best part of the run. Mandatory missions no one likes doing.
Area! Arena missions, let's go.
So leading into this is the arena level. So pretty much every single Ratchet game has a level like this, where all you do is you just stand here and... Oh, that guy didn't die. We just stand here and just spam our weapons until all the enemies die. This game has 5 arena challenges, and one of them is a boss. But most of this is just kind of shooting stuff. So if there are any donations at all, this would be a perfect time.
Oh, I have donations, all right. Thank you all so much for donating so far. We have $10 from Ika. There is no message for this one, but thank you so much. We also have $50 from Hootcake saying hello from the crowd.
Woo!
And then we also have $33 from Neomatamune saying the hardest game should have the hardest setup, referring to, everything totally went smooth at the start for the hardest game. But anyways, $50 from Gertie, also with no comment, but this is going towards the naming incentive for Pokemon Platinum, so thank you so much for that. We also have Sebastian with $50 redeeming a Metroid shirt. Thank you all so much for your donations.
Woo!
And we're back. We're still doing missions.
There's still missions.
I can just say, if you love these kinds of missions, you should run Deadlocked.
How many more of these do we have?
This one and then one more.
Oh, that's right.
So funny enough, you're going to see the fusion grenade here.
This is the only use.
Yeah, this is the only use. So for
Yeah.
some reason, it's way faster to use the fusion grenade because the fusion grenade also splits up into like other grenades. So it gets rid of all the ground enemies and the hives really quickly. Yeah, so the next mission is for the boss. This is the last one.
Oh yeah, and he's going to be firing the Rhino here during the cutscene. It doesn't look like it at all, but you're going to see the boss's health bar just go like bang.
Yep.
Yeah.
So it goes down to like half pretty much immediately.
Yeah.
And then we can just finish him off.
Yeah, the amount of practice you have to do to get this is off the chart.
The amount of R1 holding.
Yeah, if you're a new runner, this is the part you get stuck on.
And there's a thing that Sin's about to do here where he's going to difficulty warp. So he's going to pause the game as he gets the checkpoint that kind of signifies that the mission is complete. And by changing the difficulty, it takes him out of the missions faster and right over to his ship.
Yeah, and what we actually got from doing all that was the jetpack, and it's only going to be used in like a very small section.
Yeah.
I think there's a bounty if you could get around this, but no one's been successful so far.
It's because no one plays this game.
you know, we have a very active community of like a couple of runners.
Listen, I'm just here to be honest, This is a really swag planet. So we start off by going up top here, an area clearly you're not supposed to be in. And I was waiting for you to do a nightmare launch, and it hurts my soul that you're not doing it here, but it's okay.
Yeah, so there's a couple nightmare launches you can actually do on this level. I don't have any of them practiced. There's one big one you can do right here, but the distance can be pretty varying.
It can launch you all the way over to the sign, and it's the most satisfying part of the game.
Yeah, but it's yeah.
But yeah, they're super tricky, and I feel like the speed can be kind of tricky. Like I feel like it is.
Still got the train cycle though. That's
yeah, we still got the train cycle. So yeah, that train, you can still kind of clip through that train a little bit.
It can also run you over.
Yeah, it can also run you over.
Here he has to dive down a little bit. I believe it's to load the enemies in, or like.
So we're actually loading the relay station itself.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Or did that not clip?
Like this entire game is just get out of bounds, load the area, get out of bounds, or stay out of bounds.
Yeah, let's shoot one down there.
Right, here we go.
There we go.
And now he's out. Woo!
So we're gonna grab a checkpoint there for safety, because if you die on this, you get set back like 2 minutes.
But that's not gonna happen.
And now that's what the nightmare thing actually looks like.
There we
And now
go.
he makes the checkpoint.
Easy.
Another difficulty warp to, I forget exactly what this, I don't know anything about this. What does this do?
Yeah, so what that one does is that warp just spawns in these enemies.
That's right.
So there's like an entire, like this level's probably the longest level in this game. There's a ton of stuff where you have to like avoid lasers and you have to do all this crazy stuff. You have to like flood the area, and it takes forever, but we can just skip all of that by going straight to the relay station.
Yeah, and you may faintly hear it. The rhino that Sin is firing, it is playing Night on Bald Mountain by Grieg. That's right, I know the name of the composer. It's by opera background.
Yeah. Also, we actually got both of the insta kills too on the
That's
bosses.
actually hard. That's hard to do.
I never got any of those insta kills like during the practice, but I was saying in practice, I was like, if either of those die, like on that first try, that would actually be crazy. But yeah, they both instantly died.
Yeah, so this is the first use of the jetpack here, except it doesn't
And
look
it's
like
invisible.
it at all.
Yeah, so the jetpack is invisible. It's gonna appear in a second. Yeah, there's Clank.
Oh yeah, Clank's back, everybody.
There's still no jetpack. No. Okay, there's the flames.
Yeah, he's starting to remember.
Okay, here's the wings. There we go.
And now this is a cool little manipulation you can do. You can burn all the fuel to get up out of bounds. And you have to clip through 2 walls here because the textures are still kind of solid. And now this is the tricky part of the level. I'm gonna let Sin focus here.
Yeah, there you go. So you have to land on a piece of like invisible collision there.
There we go.
It can be like a little bit tricky to land there. So
And we're into the boss
we're
fight.
into the boss.
Woo! Same thing again.
That looks simple when somebody does it right, but if anything goes wrong, it's
And
a
the boss is dead.
Boss is already dead.
No health bar. Health bar doesn't even have time to appear.
It was so funny just hearing Ratchet, like the 2 words that we could audibly hear of him.
It's funny because Ratchet has a dialogue line where he's like, Neftin, I know you don't want to do this, but he says it like after you beat him. Normally
he's murder him.
So like he's already like gone, and then he's like, I don't want to have to kill you, and he's already dead.
So here, is it called the Annihilator in this game? What is the rocket thing called?
So it's the Warmonger in this game.
Yeah,
and other Ratchets, this is called something different, but for most of the future series, it's called the Warmonger.
Yeah.
I also need to know really quick, we had an incentive to open the vault on the next planet, so I would need to know if we're going to be doing that or not.
That incentive is currently not met.
Okay, cool.
You guys have 1 minute to donate
1 minute.
as much money as possible.
We're $240 away in case anyone wanted the amounts.
Come on, that's like... You can live without like 4 copies of Elden Ring. Come on. So what are we doing now? What's
So
this?
now-
Oh yeah, we're done.
Yep. So we're done. So that last part is just like escaping the level. So now we're going to be entering Thram. And so there's a character on this level. We call him Senior Plot Convenience. It's the Smuggler. And he's a character in the Future series, which kind of he just randomly shows up whenever the plot needs him to be somewhere. He doesn't have like any story at all. He just kind of shows up randomly on planets. And so here he is right here. He's just on this planet for some reason. And what he actually has is that he actually has the hover boots, because on the first level, that ship we were on, that ship crashed apparently on this planet. That's like pretty lucky that we also ended up here.
There's a nightmare box here now?
Yeah, so instead of going around, like, you can also nightmare box up here instead.
Man, that jump was such a pain.
Yeah, I hate that jump.
Oh wait, big nightmare launch here.
Oh,
But not in the opposite
not in that
direction.
direction.
Hey, big
There
money.
we go.
That's a good one.
There we go. I'm surprised we got that, because also the audio cuts out here, so don't worry about that. For some reason,
about that.
yeah. So for some reason, if you skip cutscenes like too fast, the audio will cut out for whatever section until the game loads back. So the audio should be back after we respawn here.
And now we're gonna buy the charge boots twice, or the hover boots twice from the smuggler. I forget why we do that, but it's optimal. So
Yes, so we do it because it allows us to skip the cutscene. So if we only buy them once and we restart, we actually won't have them. when we spawn back in. So if we do it twice, for some reason it counts as having them. So we're actually almost done with this run. This is the last level of the game.
This level is pretty tricky, actually. There's a lot going on here. So first things first, he just skipped a cutscene of talking to Sasha there, which is great because he's on that Sigma male grind set right now. Doesn't have time to talk to anybody.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, so this is like, this level pretty much puts all of the tricks in the entire run all together. And if you thought we weren't going to be seeing Clank in this run either, we will be. We will be playing as Clank in this.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, this is the only game that has fun Clank puzzles.
That's actually pretty true, honestly.
All the other games are such a sleep.
Yeah, we all are extremely opinionated on the Clank sections of various games and whether or not they're actually good.
Yeah, Acids are also very good.
I like the time puzzles, but the world puzzles are really.
Oh yeah, I don't
they're
like
so
the world
bad.
puzzles.
Disco room.
Oh yeah,
is
so
kinda
this is the
hard,
disco room.
Look at those Valkyries. They're busting it down. And here we go. Big jump. And now this is a little tricky part right here.
There we
Beautiful.
go.
Masterfully done.
There we go. So we're gonna glide here and get the cutscene at the same time, so we get to keep like our momentum there. It's just like a really small thing.
We got another audio.
Oh yeah, also yeah. So we won't have audio for this either.
Yeah, we have another ASMR section just for you guys.
Okay, we didn't get the clip there, but you can also like clip down here to get in here a little bit early.
Now he's gonna kill.
Yeah, so
That's right.
it's weird because now there's no game audio, so it's just
your
us.
eyes.
So if we be quiet, you're just gonna hear nothing. Okay, the audio is gonna come back after this. So when so when we leave on this taxi, we're also gonna do a difficulty warp. And what this is gonna do is that, so if we hold charge and move forward during this like frozen part, it's actually gonna skip a cutscene. So there's one cutscene that plays, and then there's this one that plays. So for some reason, Ratchet actually moves forward during that black screen, so it won't play the first one, but it plays the second one. So we skip that.
Oh,
oh wait, swag jump coming up here.
Here we go. Yeah.
let's see it. Let's see it. Oh, 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 oh.
Yeah! Woo! That skips like a really annoying part of the game.
Yeah, and you see like inside of Ratchet's like head, like the model for his head, like a little bit. So it's like really weird.
Yeah, that's like the deadlocked moment.
Oh, we got ran over. As long as we don't get clipped through the ground there, then we're perfectly fine.
But
that's happened to me before. So if a car runs you over there, there's a chance. Also, more swag.
Oh, let's go. Cutscene skip.
So that
now
also
we're into
skipped
the final boss.
Yeah, so that also skipped a cutscene. So this is the final boss. His name is Mr. I. Very strange name, but he's like a monster from the Nether that, you know, we skipped a ton of plot. Just understand that like a monster's trying to like take over the world now.
Monsters? Sin, you gotta stop them.
Oh, let's go.
Also, that was the guy before that we just like completely destroyed.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's helping us now.
fine.
So these are the Clank puzzles.
Clank section! Woo!
So they're kind of like a side scroll type section, which is very different than what the series normally has done.
And the idea here is you use the box to shove Clank out of bounds.
Yeah.
And now he's gonna do a little punch combo to launch down as far as possible. Has to be a little careful here. If he goes too far down, he can soft lock.
Yeah, I cut that a little bit early because if you go down too far here, you soft lock.
Yeah.
And it's really weird because the camera, it actually turns this section like 3D, so it puts the camera behind Clank.
Yeah, it's really weird.
It's really weird.
And so now he's gonna hit the end of this section, the trigger from out of bounds.
Also, you can move during this. Once this explodes, we'll be able to move.
Oh, let's go.
It's because of the glitch we did as to why, so we can just like move around like crazy. So there's another Clank section we're gonna do after we spam him a bunch. And the second one, so we're actually on hero difficulty, and there's actually a reason for that at the end. So there is going to be, so the Clank sections are actually harder depending on what difficulty you're on, so there's like more lasers. So only on Hero and Legend, there's a laser here. So this laser right here normally isn't here on the easiest difficulty, and you can use this to clip through this wall. Oh,
Close. It's a bit precise.
Yeah, it's a little bit precise.
Oh,
almost.
Close.
I think I was standing a little bit in an off spot. There we go.
There we go. Third tries the charm there.
And so this guy is just right here.
Nice. And then down we go.
Down we go. So here's the second cutscene. And then after this, we're just going to be spamming the boss. So once the health bar of the final boss disappears is when time stops. So it's coming up in like 15, 20 seconds. So we'll call it out when time is. So we're spamming him, and...
This is epic.
Time!
Woo! Yeah. Very solid run still.
There we go.
Really
Our final
good
time,
stuff.
22:20. That was good.
Yeah.
That was a
really
good run. That was
You know,
solid.
that was world record a couple of years ago.
That actually
Let's
was.
go.
Yeah, so that was Ratchet Clank Into the Nexus. It's a very awesome speed game. It is in 30 FPS game, but it's a very, very good speed game. In terms of really quick, like shout outs, thank you to Zam Mukamed for doing the commentary, as always. Shout out to the Ratchet and Clank speedrunning community. We have a Discord where we have all the games in there, so if you want to run this game or any of the games in the series, definitely join our Discord. Everyone's very friendly. We have an awesome community, so shout out to them. Some of them are behind us too, so shout out to these guys. Woo! And do you guys have anything before we're... Do you have anything?
I'd like to give a shout out to Christina Applegate. That's all I got.
Well, if you don't mind, I will chime in just to include a couple donations just before I let you go, because I do have a love from the community watching from home as well. Icy the Kitty has donated $10 saying, "Hasten, Icy here. Never been the best at this, so simply crush the run. Love from me and the community." And then we also have $10 from Big Cleepy saying, "The son of my beloved wife is loving the Ratchet games after school like I did as a child. And like me right now, he is astounded by what Sin is doing. Keep up the great run."
Yeah, thank you so much for those donations.
Woo! I was
Hello, everybody. I'm Zem.
I'm Sneepy. Hello.
And we are joined by our lovely commentary crew here.
I'm Boardplate. I'm Iwandi.
And to set the scene a little bit, so 2 years ago, Steepy and I did this exact race in these exact seats. Well, I don't know about the exact seats, but
It's the same chair.
it's the same idea.
That's close.
And I won that race, and so this is round two. So form your allegiances now. You've got two amazing candidates here, two legendary runners. What the hell?
I keep accidentally loading the game.
Okay, so we're gonna do something a little old school here. There's a piece of Ratchet and Clank lore that anytime two people would race Ratchet 1, they would go for whatever outrageously hard tricks they could go for on the first planet, and if anybody screwed up, the runners would mutually reset. So it should take like 10 to 12 seconds maximum per reset. And we're only going to do it 2 times at the most. So bear with us here as we begin. We're going to go for something a little crazy here. So I'm ready when you are, Sneepy.
All good.
All right, let's do it. Who wants to count it down? Everybody?
Everybody.
From 3, okay? 3, 2, 1, go! All right, here we go. Let's try this. So we're both going for something called a camera proxy. We're going to try this here. I did not get it. All right.
Neither of them got it, so we're going to reset. Go again.
Well, let's try this again.
Thank God.
All right. 3, 2, 1, go!
This trick saves 10 seconds or something.
I did not get it. Wait. One more, and then... Whoa. I'm not going to go for it this time. I'm cutting my losses. All right.
I accidentally loaded the game.
What?
I accidentally loaded the game again.
Oh, okay. You ready?
Last time for sure.
Yep.
Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1, go! For real, no more resets, no more mulligans. I'm quitting. I'm throwing in the towel on this trick. Sneepy's gonna go for it again. He's really good at it.
So the reason this trick works. The reason this trick works is because in this game the camera has collision for some reason, and so you can just use the camera to do stuff with Ratchet. But this one is actually quite a new finding. We've always known that the camera has collision, but using it this way to gain that distance, that's new.
Yeah, camera tech in general has come a long way in the last kind of year or two, I want to say, across all three original games, which were on similar engines.
Yeah. They made the engine with this game, and they've used that for all the other games.
Yeah. So we're moving on to the second planet in Novalis here. So we're going to do a simple river skip. I don't know if anyone's ever heard of it, but so what's going to happen is we're going to skip over the river. Sneepy's coming up to it now. He's going to do it with another camera proxy. Nicely done. And this is now, Sneepy's going to go for a very new trick where normally you have to kill these 3 enemies, and then as cutscene plays, opening this bridge, then you have to climb all the way up out the bridge. It takes ages. So what Sneepy's going to do here, he's going to camera proxy on top of this rock, throw his last bomb, and die as the cutscene plays, which means the cutscene plays, and then gets instantly walked back to his ship. Very nicely done. It's a very difficult trick. Also,
That's okay. I'll still fall and it'll be fine.
Yeah.
There we go.
Nicely done.
Hey, thanks.
So we're coming up on curve 1, where they'll get the most important piece of tech, the helipack, which lets you do stretch jumps. And
jumps, yeah.
Game calls them stretch jumps.
It does.
They're long jumps. You jump.
Yeah,
you jump and they're long.
You'll only hear us call them long jumps from now on.
Yeah.
But thank you for informing the people.
It's important to be correct, isn't it?
So one thing, as we're going to commit to the first time where we're going to be discussing bolts, you need 1,000 bolts.
You're so poor, dude.
To purchase the helipack. And Sneepy, a little bit low on bolts. Looking at
even lower, if you can believe it.
We're
both broke.
Going to have to kill a few more enemies just to make sure we have enough. And this is where the movement tech in the game starts to really open up. We're going to see tricks called mid-airs, where essentially they're going to chain a long flip. That's a new one. A long jump into a side flip, back into a long jump.
I've never seen that clip.
No, that's a new one.
Yeah, so this is an application of the camera shenanigans. Oh, whoops.
That's not.
Thanks, man. Appreciate that.
I've got your back.
My camera's messed up.
My camera's doing the funny.
Yeah, these mid-airs that
nice one.
That they use for movement all the time. It comes from this coyote timing where the game tries to be nice with you, so that you can kind of switch inputs quickly. So if you wanted to do a side flip, and you go into a long jump instead.
Did we actually mention what this category is yet?
Oh, this is all gold bolt.
Like, it just kind of occurred to me. Like,
oh yeah, this is the first gold bolt.
This is the first gold bolt.
Yeah, there are 40 bolts, gold bolts, scattered throughout the levels in the game, and so the objective is to get all the gold bolts and then fight the final boss.
Right. Coming up now is train skip. So normally you have to watch this opening train cutscene the whole way, but if you get hit as you're entering the intro cutscene, you can move while the cutscene is playing.
Shoutouts to Yondo.
Shoutouts to Yondo Lab.
This entire sequence where the train moves and the camera looks at it from afar is you're supposed to be locked.
Something else we should probably go over is why we're running on PlayStation 3.
Right.
It's faster.
Yes.
Well said.
Faster loads.
Yeah, it's literally, there's faster loads, and there's also one other very interesting application you'll see at the end of the game. I'm going to go for a ratchet face here, but I'm really bad at it. Sneepy's way better than me at ratchet faces. That's
the ratchet faces make the runner.
5 out of 10, maybe.
Yeah, that's okay. How are you supposed to like smush him again? I forget.
You need
Let's
to go
see
up
what
to the roof.
Sneepy gets.
Wait, let me see if you do this.
Nope.
Oh, well, Sneaky did not get a face.
That's a different face.
Ratchet legs.
So now the runners are coming up to a trick called Jank Pop. Essentially what happens is the game gets confused.
Yes, that's essentially it.
As we saw, you needed 1,000 bolts to buy the helipack, and the next bolt window that they need to hit is 4,000, which is a lot for early in the game. So, genuinely, by the game getting confused, we're going to make these bolts turn into more bolts than they should. It's quite a complicated thing. I don't know if anyone actually wants to explain who knows it.
We can explain the setup, because the setup is like you kill a dog, but don't collect the bolts that come out. Then go here.
No.
Then
okay. Something snapped to me that wasn't supposed to. I'm 900 bolts short now. This is really bad. Thanks. Yeah.
I love that guy.
Yeah. How do you do Blarg theft?
Are you're gonna steal from the back?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to steal from Blarg, I think.
Okay.
This isn't.
I'm sure you work it out on the fly.
yeah, I have no idea. Blarg theft? That's new to me.
Oh yeah, I forgot to do that. I'm trying to think, how do I collect this? Okay.
So what we saw there from both Zem and Sneepy, as they are more or less tied now, apart from Zem being down 900 bolts.
Yeah, that's really bad.
It was a bomb proxy, so similar to using the camera. By throwing the bomb, you can get launched up in the air.
Yeah, but this also uses the camera, right?
Because it is still part of the camera.
Yeah, because you kind of you make the camera go straight out of you, and then you press the camera button, and then it wow, just look straight onto you. What?
Okay.
Does anybody know how many bolts you get from Blarg theft?
1,000.
Is it 1,000?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, that'll be good then.
If you can get in and then out again.
Is it actually harder?
I've never tried it.
Wait, is it the trespassing room?
Does anybody in this room know if this strat is hard? It's not.
It's kind of hard.
Who said
No, it's
kinda
super
hard?
easy. No, it's super. Isak said it's super easy. So
Okay.
Okay, so what you saw there was them just go to the last room of the level, just straight through it. You know.
Where is the end of the level?
Where is the level? It's normally near the start.
It's right near the start.
near the start. It's incredible game design. They're going to grab the only gold bolt here on Eudora and then head off to Blarg, I believe.
Sorry, I saw we could see the Twitch chat. I just saw a comment that said, "As always, Zem has the superior bolt RNG." It's like a long-running joke from when we did this 2 years ago that I would always have higher bolt values than Sneepy, and somehow it's just never gone my way in these runs so far. But
this serves you right, because you've always said that Jankbot gives you good bolts.
Oops.
So this area that they moved on to now is a clank-only area at this time. You need the O2 mask to get out, and Sem accidentally now got the spawn point there. And it's not that trivial to get back, and ideally you would not get that spawn point.
Yeah, I messed up in midair. It's my bad.
We're watching Sneepy go through a section right now of really showing off some tight movement, of mastery of mid-air, basically, of being able to go around these kind of slightly curved tubes. Really nicely.
I've mastered it.
These mid-airs that they do, they are hard to time correctly. It takes a long time to learn how to do that right. It's not nothing, these mid-airs. And we'll see on gas bar, I think that's the biggest test of mid-airs.
CP getting beaten by the dogs.
Big dog.
Okay, I'm excited for this bolt theft.
Yeah, we're gonna try this. So I've never actually done this strategy before. I hear the murmurings that it's not that bad. So we're gonna try this. What do you? I assume you stand right here, shove the camera in like that. I don't know. Be this side. I have no idea. Okay, I'm gonna try this a couple times and then I'm just gonna further back. What does that even mean?
Further back.
On the door. Okay. From the door. Oh, further back from the door. I see. Okay.
It's a live speed.
No, I'm not trying this.
You'll find the bolts.
Yeah, we'll have to. Only option we have. Okay. I'm in a bit of a sticky situation here. I gotta roll with the punches here. I just gotta pick up whatever bolts I can and try to not die.
Maybe here doing a clip out of bounds to skip the entirety of the other section of Planet Blarg. You have to normally go through this whole ship escape sequence and everything, and the info bot's just right there. So if you can clip out of bounds.
Yeah, it's it's really nice because the game tries to tell you that the ship is on the other side of the map, but it's conveniently just right there.
So yeah, Zem's going to have to be killing quite a few more enemies to make up these bolts, but that's why Janky Pop, named after our beloved Janky, it's just such an essential run trick to the run.
I'm trying to think where else I can grab bolts around here. Sneepy is going to be going for a trick called Cineflips while I try this, which is very hard.
Are we explaining Cineflip? I don't know. I think sometimes it's just better to hit the trick and just watch it rather than.
So Cineflips is a way over some surfaces to get a lot of height. There's also ILJs, which is the same, but it's distance instead. The way it works is that some surfaces, a ratchet isn't registered properly as on ground, and so you can somehow keep doing tricks if you're within that small mid-air window where you can chain from side flip to a long jump. That same window also applies for the Cineflips and ILJs, but instead of them not working, you kind of drop them and die.
It's a very, very difficult trick to learn and get consistent at.
Yeah, it's very input heavy.
I think I need to pick up some bolts now at the beginning of Railguard. So I have to pick up some more here. I am still 365 short, which I think should be pretty doable here. I'm obviously at an extreme disadvantage here now that I've messed this up, but it's, hopefully I'll still be able to bring something back here.
I'm sure Sneepy will slow down.
I hope he doesn't.
There are many opportunities.
Okay, let's see here. So bomb should be fine here. Can we blow this guy up with a bomb? I actually forgot. Yes, you can. Oops.
I have also like 200-ish bolts up by the bouncer.
Is it? I thought it was like close to 100. I'll grab this and then.
I think you're
easy. You think I'm good?
Yeah.
Okay, let's try it.
Otherwise, I'll give you the bolts myself.
Sneepy finishing up now on Blackwater. Blackwater Rilgar? Is this Blackwater in this game? I don't really like.
Well, it is Blackwater and Rilgar. Planet is Rilgar, the city is Blackwater.
Yeah, okay. But in the Superior game that I speedrun, it's called Blackwater City.
I haven't heard of that Superior game.
No, have you not? Okay. Well, it came out not after this one, but the one after this one.
Oh, I don't know. I think this was the Superior game. Everything that come after that's.
It's okay. You're confused.
Sam going for Cineflips. The way that you do these flips is by matching.
Nice one, Sam. Sam able to get all the way to the top there. Sneepy having to do a variational backup.
Yeah. Oh, dude. There it is. There's the one bolt.
All right, now we're back. We're stabilized.
Yeah, so Sneepy's doing these ILJs, which are basically the same thing, and he's getting Ghost Ratchet at this point. Well, he was trying to get Ghost Ratchet at this point. But Ghost Ratchet is basically the game kind of thinking that Ratchet is dead in some ways, and that somehow allows you to walk through walls. Not through ground, but through walls.
And also, importantly for this planet, removes your speed cap.
Yes, because there is a speed cap, but with Ghost Ratchet, there's no speed cap. And why this game has this feature at all, who knows? You can activate Ghost Ratchet by kind of going into this mud and then getting out of it somehow. You can do that with NG Plus in-level movies or the swing shot like this, like Sneepy's doing.
Hey guys, is this a good time for some donations?
I would say so.
Yeah.
Cool, thank you. So we got $80 from you, Genji.
Just saying ESA nice bird. Congratulations on your 2 shirts. If you donate $40 or more, you get a shirt. So be sure to do that.
Yeah, the Snoopy. Bit Snoopy here is going for a trick called ship to boss. Often, sometimes when you end up dying and you've done everything else in the level, you can just go straight from the ship to the boss, and it is. Well, it's in the name, really. To be honest, I didn't really need to explain.
Going from the ship to the boss.
Yeah.
But yeah, without Ghost Ratchets, because Sneepy died between getting Ghost Ratchet and now, and so he doesn't have it anymore. And without the with the speed cap, it's much harder to get from ship to boss.
There you go. Nice one.
Woo! Yes, they're so hard because you need to mash both R1 and R2 and a directional input at the same time, but it has to be the right timing as well.
It's very finicky.
Yeah. It's
And I've got an opportunity to catch up here a bit because Sneepy had some difficulties with ILJs here. This tends to be my strength, so I'm going to try to do my best to maximize time save here. I'm going to grab some bolts for safety because I'm paranoid now. Okay, let's see here. Sneepy onwards to Battalion. He's gonna clip through a wall here, and with the bank. Yeah, he's gonna rob the bank on Battalion here.
Battalion theft.
Battalion theft.
Ship to boss for you,
Ship
sir.
to boss.
Ship to boss time.
Only one thing to do.
This run has actually changed so much since I last ran it. And it's not that long ago. All these camera clips and stuff.
Nice one, Sam.
Nice.
I tried to bring the camera, or I tried to bring the controller up a little bit so you all could see what exactly it is that we're doing. You have to flutter your index and middle finger between R1 and R2 while also pressing the D-pad over and over. It's a very difficult trick.
You know it's difficult when I've got these headphones on, I'm hearing the audio meter, still hear your controller going click, 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 click. Sneepy halfway through Battalion now. Again, another planet with some very interesting movement chains.
Yeah.
And I think it's worth explaining that this next part of the game, you can pick up a gold bolt here, but how many bolts do you need to give the pilot?
2,000.
2,000 bolts.
The deserter, yeah.
Yeah, the deserter. You normally meant to have to ride this grind rail for about, I don't know, what, 2 days? Something like that. It feels like a long time. But instead, if you climb all the way up to this mountain and then do another proxy, you can glide down and just jump onto the end of the grind rail and pretend like you've just finished it.
Yeah, so we used to do a different trick that I'm glad is gone, but now we do this. Isn't that insightful?
Sorry, I'm just watching Sleepy nearly fall off there, and I was.
No, you got this. The ILJ, ground ILJ.
Oh. We got one little one.
Fake one. Sorry. I'm gonna go for the ground ILJ.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, there are also ground ILJs. You can do them on sloped grounds as long as they're sloped up. Wow. Relative.
Yeah. So okay. To give you guys a better explanation of ground ILJs, which you're about to see here. So the things that Sleepy and I just did in the air, you actually theoretically can do them on the ground. It's just basically frame perfect and impossible for a human to do consistently.
Yeah.
However, on sloped surfaces, it's quite easy to ground ILJ because of the textures and blah, blah, blah. No one cares.
Okay,
the point is it's easier.
Sneepy just jumped through a tree. That may look innocuous, but it's really incredibly precise. There have been about 9 setup videos, and now he's going to do the Clank proxy, getting to the end of the Clank section, which I think takes about 3 days, if my level of...
Yeah.
Clank section, if the grind rail is 2 days, the Clank section is a week, at least.
Sure, okay. Thankfully, that's, all we have to play as Clank in this game. Oh, well, technically, we turn into Big Clank at one point, don't we?
Oh, yeah, that's true. That's true. But Big Clank is better than small.
Yeah. Here we're coming up to Planet Gaspar for Sneepy.
So Gaspar has a pretty decent skill check for mid-airs, actually.
Absolutely. We may have done a disservice by saying, oh, hold on, this is the... Sneepy will have to retire if he misses up. we have a thing in the Ratchet community where that slope intercept, or SI, where you jump on a sloped surface and then you can jump again in a short window of time. It's so easy that we've decided that if anyone ever misses it, they have to retire.
Yeah.
Sneepy's doing the mid-air now.
Double mid-air. Let's see if he's able to make
good.
it.
Oh yeah, he's over there.
And then grabbing this gold bolt, which again, this
the
is
second two mid-airs are the hardest too. I always die on those.
But yeah, you can only bounce on the lava 2 times, so even if you have 4 health, you can only bounce 2 times before you die.
Yeah.
So it's essential to get the length you need there, the distance.
Yeah, so the reason that's such a difficult skill check is because I think most people can be told how to do a mid-air, pick up a controller and go, okay, so I do this, 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 okay. And get like maybe a tiny bit of extra speed distance. To get enough distance to cross that gap, you need 2 solid mid-airs back to back and use the momentum from the first and the second to cross the gap. So it's much more difficult than it might seem.
Absolutely.
Thank you for your input.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Why are you guys just taking turns thanking each other?
That's what we do.
Oops. Okay.
Why are you loading the...
I didn't mean to, man.
Maybe you should focus on your game,
Yeah, I should. Maybe I wouldn't be losing.
Okay. Let's see if Sam is going to retire.
I was so tempted to miss it intentionally, man. I was so tempted.
All right, Pokestari.
For the next 3 minutes.
Yeah, well, I don't really understand this planet. You get on the boat.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't do the thing. Then you have to do it.
Yeah, you gotta get this guy over to the other side, and you gotta kill a whole bunch of fish. It's an auto-scroller, basically, but you have to put in a bunch of effort. It sucks.
Yeah, it is an auto-scroller, but
you
it's
have to
difficult, and you have to try, and you can get it wrong.
Yeah. But with that said, it's an auto-scroller, so if there's any messages, then time for that.
Good, guys. So we got $50 from Robo Sparkle. Such a brilliant start to the race. Good luck, Snappy and Zem. Also, shout out to the Pokemon Platinum 80% race happening tonight. Runners are using 2 different mons. Tentacle versus Golduck. The Kraken versus the Quacken. Who will win? Thank you so much. And we have $5 from Nephlin. Go Sleepy. Go Sleepy.
Go Sleepy.
$40 from Sir Gregory II. No bolts. Good luck to the runners.
Thanks, Sir Gregory.
So, there are a few gold bolts here on Poketaru. Sneepy's going for one here where he's going to jump over this waterfall. So no dive bomb anymore. No. That was the coolest trick in the run.
That was a cool trick. I mean, you can it's probably still faster, right?
Did anybody ever do that in a marathon run aside from me?
aside from me, you know.
I don't know if anybody because I'm trying to think if people actually even know that trick.
We forgot to switch to Zem's audio for the hay.
Oh,
I was going to.
I wasn't gonna listen to that guy anyway. I hate that guy.
Anyway, if you're wondering why we're calling him that guy or the guy,
no, I don't hate him. I'm just grumpy.
That's just his name.
Well, yeah.
You know, it was wrong of me to take out my own failings on the guy. He didn't deserve that.
He does deserve it. The guy is literally immortal. Like, he's surrounded by these deadly fish.
Like a dog.
What does he need our help for?
Did you just say like a dog? All right. Oh my god. I don't think
he deserves everything coming his way.
I don't think I've jank fished properly.
Okay.
Bolts have been a huge issue for me this run.
Bolts are always a huge issue for every run of this category. Really, it's just people are either talking about being overbolted or underbolted. No one ever seems to have the right amount of bolts.
Nor will they ever.
Well, if you have the exact amount of bolts you need, aren't you? Isn't it unoptimized?
Wait, what?
I don't know.
Something. Wait, say that again, but slower.
No, I think I'll take it back. Actually, I'll find something smarter to say.
You're doing great, sweetie.
Thank you, honey.
Sneepy is leaving a fish alive. Very kindly.
He seems like a nice
He's not here with us anymore. If you're wondering what this planet is actually meant to be happening, we're meant to be guiding the guy through...
They're not. I'm sorry, continue. I didn't mean...
No, I've said enough.
No.
Does anyone want to do the rest of the... Wait.
Yeah, they're guiding the guy.
Guiding the guy. Now they're going to purchase the next pack upgrade. So you saw us buy the Helic pack. Now we get given the Thruster pack, which has a bit more movement option, the ability to kind of change direction mid-air. But we will be switching back to the Helipack.
The Thruster pack has its strengths, but I think, yeah, the Helipack is way more useful all around.
So Sneepy here choosing to be optimal and miss Morn. Miss Morn, yeah.
Despite his RNG, I swear.
But yeah, by re-entering the ship here, he's just realigning himself with a better pattern to kill off these water tanks, are they?
I think anti-water.
Anti-water.
They're like toxic something. They're dumping toxic stuff.
I skip through the
Who knows why they're dumping it? I think lore-wise, it's just to fuck up the planet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, we're evil!
It's really not any more complicated than that. Yeah, it is actually kind of funny how it's just like the whole point of Drek's shtick is he's just like, yes, I am an evil man.
I like to think of him as the embodiment of capitalism.
Fair enough.
Yeah, nothing more needs to be said.
Yeah.
Sneepy here has returned to Orkson, now able to play as Ratchet because he has the O2 mask, which is what we picked up from Poketaru.
Oh yes, that's why we're on Poketaru, to get the O2 mask.
That's actually the only reason we go to that planet.
Yes.
And I would be remiss if I didn't mention that we have now found a way, after many, many, many years of being able to skip Poketaru. It is just incredibly difficult.
That was not a sentence.
No, it wasn't.
But yeah, it's way slower to skip it because you need to do the whole Orkson Ratchet part as Clank.
Yeah.
And that's pretty hard. So what Sneepy's doing now are called tiptoes. A couple of like units above these surfaces, this whatever toxic
mud
sludge.
type surface, yeah.
For whatever reason, the game sets Ratchet as grounded just above that surface. So if you time it right, you can.
Am I right in saying you have to be held neutral as well?
I don't think you have to.
Well, yeah, not always.
Okay.
But you have to be neutral to do tech, right?
Sure. It's best to be neutral.
Yeah. But technically, you don't have.
Is that just a life thing you're mentioning there, or is that to do with Ratchet and Clank?
No, that's not a life thing. That's it. And now I've gone from being neutral towards you, Andy, to feeling some other kind of way about you.
You were never neutral towards me.
Damn right.
So you'll see here, Sneepy, he initially uses the thruster pack to get that initial burst of speed, but then actually to keep doing this movement chain, he switches back to the helipack so that he can chain these, what we call neutral long jumps, or mid-airs as well. That's the word I was looking for.
You got it.
I did find it, yeah.
I knew that was going to happen. Okay. Is there a way to camera clip through that?
Anybody?
Further away from
Come on. Yeah.
I haven't seen this depth of use.
Yes.
This is fastest.
Yes.
It's the fastest way of doing it.
Okay.
Sneepy now on Planet Hoven. Do you want to explain this turret?
Oh yeah, okay. So there's this turret that that checks in 2D position where Ratchet is, and if it's in the turret. But it also checks if Ratchet is grounded. But when you do this ILJ thing that Sneepy is doing towards this towards the turret, because the turret is above him, when he's doing the ILJ towards it, he gets this grounded state, and therefore he's led into the turret underneath it. I wish we would get to see it, but
yeah. Well, maybe
leave
when
him alone.
Hey! Nice one. a lot of people hate this turret section because of how hard it can be and how sometimes it feels like you've shot it and done lots of damage, sometimes not much at all.
Yeah, we aim for the turrets at the top of the ship, and they have like a very small critical hit bounce
window,
or whatever. But it's hard to hit consistently, and the ship also isn't at the same place each time you start it. Sometimes it's way higher, sometimes it's way lower, and it's I think it's time bounded, but I have no idea.
I think we should just say that a bit more. I have no idea.
idea.
This is another nice ILJ, which Sneepy only did half of.
I got halfway there.
He got halfway.
I did
there.
pretty well.
There would have skipped him much closer to the gold bolt. He's just standing there. He's chilling.
Just chilling.
Yeah. He's gonna chill a bit more now.
I'm gonna chill. I'm just chilling.
Yeah. Well, nice. And this time you chose to go up.
I decided to go.
You decided the bomb proxy wasn't worth it.
They do a death abuse here anyway, so they don't.
No,
you used to do a death abuse here before.
You used to do a death
You need to get the bolts first.
Yeah,
those guys are bowling.
That looked necessary.
That's the thing, by the way.
So,
is it? Oh, because you lock on.
Lock on, yeah. Everyone's favourite mechanic.
Which I'm still doing. I give up. I don't like this.
Sneepy's given up.
I'm leaving. Just going home.
Sneepy's out of the race. He was winning, but
yeah. If you could tell, we were joking.
Yeah, in case you couldn't tell by the fact that he's still sitting there and playing.
He's still playing the game, yeah.
Oh.
No, when you uttered the words, you're done already, so you can't take it back.
So yeah, the trick Sneepy was trying to go for would have just landed him in this room. Instead, he's just going for the ultra grab where we used to just use the helipack to skip the hydro something puzzle.
Hydro displacer.
Hydro displacer.
Oh, yeah.
That's the one.
Displaces hydro.
Displaces hydro.
I didn't name it.
I mean, you're not wrong.
You forgot to chill.
Yes, you needed to chill there. Sneepy chilled there for 20 seconds.
Oh, yeah, my bad. Sorry, it was disrespectful of me.
Sneepy, landing on Gemlik. This is a planet with a couple of gold bolts and a really cool moving chain that you're going to see coming up here. First of all, getting out of bounds by getting up here. Now he's going to use the thruster pack and then launch into a couple of mid-airs to try and just scratch the underside of this cutscene right under this bridge, able to get in. Nicely played. And now this is the Quark boss fight.
I'm currently playing.
He's currently fighting.
You wouldn't.
The fight's over.
Right, I just finished it.
Yeah. I don't know why the game just didn't expect you to get over to this platform unless you.
They put a trigger there, so that if you're there, the fight is over because the game puts you there after the fight is over. They just didn't expect you to walk over there. But it's super easy to do even casually. You don't even need speed tech. You can just jump over basically.
So here, Sneepy's going to do another chain, and he's going to try and find this one bit of collision that he can glide through. Tiptoe into there, and now he's going to try and bounce on this liquid into the gold bolt room on his right.
Yeah, so you also saw Sneepy do tiptoes on the side of this. What do you call it? Space station. Whatever. Cool. Typically, you can't walk there, but you can tiptoe on those surfaces as well. Pretty useful.
And now look, we've got a new ship.
Right, yes.
Oh, wow.
The ships.
Good. Sorry, just really interesting.
Yeah.
The next planet for Sneepy is Altanis, and this is the only planet in the game, unfortunately, I'm just dropping that chain right at the end there. This is the only planet in the game where Clank isn't with you, because it's like a thunderstorm or something.
Yeah.
If you remember from 2 years ago when these two, I was going to say gentlemen, raised...
Yeah, don't say that.
Raised. There was this infamous trick called beam jump, which is unbelievably difficult, but now that...
skipped it.
And he just...
Sneepy
was just able to skip it just with a camera proxy, so...
Yeah. Shit here.
And so now Sneepy's got the PDA, and this is good shit. It really is. It
is,
it gives you infinite jumps.
Infinite.
Yeah,
what did I call it?
Infinite everything.
Yeah. So if you've ever seen a New Game Plus run of this game where you start with the PDA, you'll see immediately much different tech. But in any percent categories, we only have it for the last few planets of the game.
Yeah.
So PDA essentially just makes all of the movement tech easier and quicker, and lets you gain speed quicker in shorter windows. And as you said, infinitely jump by holding L1 out of the PDA, which is normally the first-person mode camera. If you hold that, the game gives you a grounded state, which if you know how to abuse, you can long jump out of, side flip out of, any other jumps you can do.
Yeah. It's basically because the PDA, when you open it, it gives Ratchet state 0, which is just standing. And normally in air that works, but if you hold L1, stuff happens.
The game gets confused.
But it's basically because the PDA state resets you, and you can do it everywhere.
Yeah. So, arguably the most essential tool certainly in a New Game Plus run.
Yeah, but it makes movement so much more fun as well.
Yeah.
Because you keep your speed, so you can chain it into different movements. It's a lot of fun actually.
Yeah, very much so. And like we were seeing earlier with ILJs, which we're going to see a few more of, I believe, later in the run. Using the PDA, if you drop an ILJ like we saw before, fall right down into the mud. With the PDA, because it gives you that grounded state, you can do what's called a re-ILJ.
Yeah.
And just start them again. Pretty difficult, but you can do it. Well, maybe not you, but you know these.
No, I can't do it. I can only do it half the time.
Four gold bolts on Artanis.
Yeah. Terrible. Why would they put 4 gold bolts on the worst planet?
And the Sheepinator. Is it Sheepinator?
No, it's the Morph-Ray.
Morph-Ray.
Chicken Ray.
Yeah. We know this game very well, as you can tell.
Well, it's the only game I really ran, so...
And if you check Boardplate's Twitch, he's actually running it right now.
I'm actually running it right now, that is true.
Do you actually want to take a moment to talk about the project you've been working on?
No.
No, okay. He doesn't want
to promote myself. I have an AI thingy running that's trying to learn the game. It's like a neural network thing. I'm actually skipping a donation.
Yeah, but it's really dumb.
It is really dumb.
No, of course, yeah. I saw it run into a wall for 15 minutes the other day.
Oh yeah, me too. It's and I did nothing. No. Is that child abuse? I'm not sure.
God, Vela.
I'm not sure if this AI thing counts as my child. So.
I'm going to go with no.
Oh, damn it.
It's the only way I'll get a child.
Foiled again. by the rules of nature.
Classic Yo Andy.
Yeah, alright, fair enough. Stevie, this is Novalis. You might have seen this planet before. The other path on this planet leads to Iridia, which normally in normal game completion you would have to complete to continue on the game, because it gives you gadgets that we skipped. But it's actually faster now that we have the PDA, now that we have the thruster pack to revisit. Yes. Oh, that was it. That was the.
that was
okay.
it.
Okay. Actually, sorry.
I wasn't listening. I was kind of zoning out.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
So yeah, get the other gold bowl that's here.
Don't mind me.
Speak to the plumber.
Come on, I want this. I'm going for something cool here.
I forgot to go for those.
Okay, Zam's trying to save like 4 seconds.
It's not even 4
seconds. He didn't even do it. he was trying to do an animation cancel on picking up the gold bolt. If you do it on exactly the right frame, I believe, then you can move around while picking up the gold bolt.
Yeah, you can open the PDA the same frame that you get the gold bolt. And so you're not locked out of opening it in that same frame. And since it state resets you, you can move around while the gold bolt animation is happening.
Sneaky, is he? No, he didn't get blue glitch.
No, but I'll go for the thing.
You'll go for the thing, okay.
Sneaky will probably actually get it.
Yeah. He does, there you go.
This one saves no time.
No time at all, that was just...
I just have to stand.
I would argue it loses time. So picking up these last few gold bolts on Novalis, and then going off to Iridia. Nope, not going off to Iridia. Going off to...
Go on, Andy.
No,
Come on, you got this.
Well, it will show up soon anyway. Going off to... I didn't see it.
Go on.
I don't know.
There's only so many in the game.
Yeah, but just guess. Take a guess.
Oh, are you going to Drex Fleet?
Yep.
Wait, no, you can't be going to Drex Fleet.
Exactly.
Going to the other one?
Yes.
Yeah, the other one. Quartu. Yeah, everyone planet Quartu. Yeah.
Yeah, chat got it before you.
Look at my...
Who got it? Who got it in chat before me?
Everyone.
Everyone. Okay, fair enough.
I should commentate this.
Yeah,
instead.
exactly. Come on.
My thruster pack is faulty.
So here, this enemy is actually what controls the opening of this door. So even and the activation of the cutscene. So even though you could get into this room very easily, you have to actually kill that enemy first.
Yeah.
So if you're going for another animation cancel, not getting it.
I landed. Boo.
So once again here, Sneepy is going for Ghost Ratchet. With a little piece of sludge there and a swing shot. Very handy.
We're going for another ILJ train, where we're going to pick up loads of speed. And then open the PDA to a glide and change direction. That's another thing the PDA can do with neutral speed.
It's still a little slow.
Yeah. Use the lack of no door collision because of Ghost Ratchet.
Surely I can't fail all of them.
Well,
you haven't failed all of them.
Oh yeah.
They're already gone.
Now we're going to play as Flank again, but this time he's big. This arena, I think... How many people actually understand what goes on in this arena?
No one. I don't think anyone bothers.
Okay, I do.
We just press circle and triangle a whole bunch.
Yeah. You like kill enemies, sometimes they don't spawn.
Sometimes they come back.
Yeah.
And this is a good time to complain about how poorly the ports run. They're kind of slow. You'd think like a PS2 game on PS3 would run fast, but it doesn't. So Sneepy looks down into the ground here so that all the enemies doesn't slow down the game.
You know, it really doesn't make any difference whatsoever.
Well, it's still really slow.
Yeah. It still does slow down.
Now would be a great time to read some donations, I think, if we have any coming in.
Yeah, sounds good, guys. So we have $10 from Freaky Miki, Ratchet and Masterpiece, and the best speed game for sure. Always love it at speed events and loving the community. Thank you so much for the donation. Then we have Player 28. He says, "Go Ratchet, go." Sure, I'm assuming that's a message for you guys. $1 from Anonymous, no message, but thank you so much.
And we're back. So again, you can see here just how impressive these movement chains can end up with the PDA and just getting so much speed, so much control as well over where you put that speed.
We can hear tech in the headset, by the way. I think it's coming out on stream.
Yeah. I didn't want to be the one to say it, though.
44 minutes in, I think I can say it now.
No, those are just the commentators that we,
Oh!
the commentators who were meant to sit here.
Yeah, it's
and do like the thing.
professional
Like,
commentators.
yeah.
Damn.
We'll let them out soon. So now we're on Iridia. I know this planet.
Yes, this is Iridia. This is one of those where you don't really you don't get a new level. We're only here because of the gold bolts, basically.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we in 90% and NG Plus, we just skip it. It doesn't even have that you need. It's a hoverboard.
Hoverboard or something like
It's this planet.
I'm doing everything correctly.
Well, that's why we're not saying anything about it. Because, But again, look at these chains. Wow.
Wow.
Whoa. Picking up this gold bowl. We've seen that animation, what, like 29 times at this point?
I have no idea.
I don't know.
If you say so.
Where is it? I wasn't counting. Snoopy going for another Cineflip to try and get height. Because that's what Cineflip's Okay. It's purely because I said that he changed. And
I wasn't happy about it.
Zem, you having fun in the arena?
Does anyone ever have fun in the arena?
No.
There's actually a category. It's the 100% category of this game where you have to spend, what is it, like 35 or 40 minutes in here?
Yeah.
It's really dumb.
It's the best way to get the bolts. It's crazy. The bolt stuff in this game, when people talk about how to get bolts, it sounds like just like weird rituals and what do you call it? Because it's like, oh, you gotta kill this dog, and you gotta use 6 bombs, and then you gotta restart it twice, and then you'll get bolt magic. It's like, what the hell are you talking
actually
about?
call it strategy bolt magic. We also have bolt party, which Snoopy had earlier.
But there is something funky with the bolts in this game. It's not like each bolt crate has a specific set of bolts. It's just something calculated.
Oh, come on.
There's still not too far between these runners. It's,
no, definitely not.
And yeah, Sneep's got to mess up a couple times for me to catch up, but I'm alive.
Though.
Well, he never messes up, so you're out of luck.
That's not true. I've seen him mess up plenty of times.
I've never seen him messed up. But I've never seen a stream, so... I have.
I actually make a point of not watching.
Yeah. Here's another movement chain that it's going to gain loads of speed, get to the end of this platform here, go underneath it. No, he's not.
No, absolutely not even a little bit.
No.
Going back for the chain.
Going back for the chain. This is where he gets loads of speed, as I was saying. Turns around, goes underneath the level, and then he's going to go around this kind of electrified water, PDA side flip, PDA slip flip, up to where the gold bolt is, and then die in the water to go back to the ship. This skips a section and the need to get a gadget, and I think there's a lot of that in this game where it's quite like you need this gadget from this planet and this gadget from this planet, but really if you just have like some speed and some height, you can do it.
Do anything. Yeah, this whole section outside where Sneepy is now is out of bounds. That's you can look at it, but you're not supposed to be there.
Yeah, you're meant to take teleport.
Giving everyone permission.
Yeah, you can look at it.
Well, actually, you're supposed to be there with the ship fight, because there's a ship fight.
Oh, yeah, you're right. That's another thing that we skip. Is that in every category? Because that just opens the door, doesn't it?
Yeah, it turns off some turrets so you can walk past them. You can walk past them even without turning them off.
Oh, wow.
It's
good thing they put it in the game, though.
Yeah.
So yeah, on this planet you're meant to teleport from ship to ship by getting to the end of them, but they don't really have roofs, a lot of these doors, so...
Yeah, they're like branches of... they're like branching paths. Like this whole game is.
This whole game is a branching path. It's just quite a linear one.
Well, I mean, all the levels have branching paths.
Oh, I see what you're saying. I thought you were saying the game was a branching path, so I was like...
The game, branching path.
Go to any planet you want. So, Zen has actually done a really good job. I know we've been talking about Snoopy as he's been finding new planets, but yeah, Zen has been doing a really solid job at catching up. So we're definitely in for a close ending here.
Yeah. Mama didn't raise no.
Look at how good Zem is.
Yeah. Dies immediately. Yeah, Mama didn't raise no quitter. I'm trying my best. It's been a tough run, you know. Sometimes it happens with this game where something goes wrong, you get owned, you just got to tuck and roll. Best you can do sometimes.
But this is another section where this grind rail genuinely is minutes long, and I'm not exaggerating. And yeah, you're just able to grab the gold box. It's just there, and we can fly in this game, more or less.
Would you call infinite jumping flying? someone did that in real life, I would call that flying.
Well, exactly, yeah. You wouldn't say, oh, they're jumping, and now they're jumping again. You'd say, well, it's one big jump in it.
Yeah. Yeah. So Sneepy is getting the this is the fourth last gold ball. It's the last planet list. The next one is Velden 2, which is the last planet.
Yeah, last planet in the game. Three more gold bolts for Sneepy. And a final ball.
Yep. Absolutely. I don't know if we should go for any last donation reading.
Yeah,
before.
I've got a couple of quick ones.
We got $100 from username Annuals. That's for that.
Thank you, thank you. No, really.
Unfortunately, I can't quite read this donation. For some reason, the font size is minuscule. That's weird, because the other ones are so normal. But hey, enjoy your Metroid shirt. That's it.
Thank you. So yeah, this last planet, Velden 2, will return because Drek's trying to turn it into his new planet, I think.
What? Huh?
Yeah,
Yep.
yes, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
It really brings together a lot of the movement we've seen in this run.
Yeah.
We make a Ghost Ratchet there with the swing shot, which lets us sort of lots of speed, go through these walls. This is my favourite gold bolt in the run because you're just going through walls and all of a sudden, there it is.
Yeah, as you've probably noticed, there are very few boundaries in this speed run.
I'll try and cancel the final one in the game.
Everywhere.
So yeah, this is the final bolt that Sneepy's coming up to now. Didn't even try, let's be honest.
I did! I'm pressing the button.
Didn't look like it. Yeah, I think Sam is gonna have a hard time catching up to this. Sneepy really struggles with this red fight.
If you want, just get like a signal bolts, just go straight to the boss and like we'll distract him.
Yeah, sounds good.
Aren't we already distracting? Isn't that kind of our job here? I feel like as commentator on a race, you're kind of just distracting both of the people.
Yeah.
Playing.
Yeah, why did they invite him to do this?
Nobody else wanted to.
Okay, I wasn't asking for the real answer.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
You don't say that part out loud.
Everyone else wanted to.
Everyone else
the
wanted
best.
to. Yes, we were. No, we did. No one wanted to. Anyway, Sneepy coming up here to the final boss. He managed to skip the first two phases of this boss, but landing in this final phase kind of is fine. He just spawns here, who shoots that he must have already dealt 2/3 of his health. He also bought the Pyrocitor for 2,500 bolts, which this is the only PS3 actually exclusive glitch, I believe.
Yes,
where
it's PAL exclusive as well.
PAL PS3 exclusive. You'll notice it's just shredding the boss's HP. That's because it deals damage on every frame rather than
Time is coming up for Sneepy now.
Oh, yeah. And time's coming up for Sneepy. Time.
GG's, dude. How do you feel, Sneepy?
Good. Redemption after last time.
We'll run it back in 2026.
Yes.
I can't wait to hear the better commentators.
Hey man, we try.
It can't get worse.
We try.
You try it?
I think.
Sorry.
Were we supposed to? Oh.
While I'm finishing up, I just want to say I think pretty much everyone in the community wanted Sneepy to win this, or at least a lot of people did. I honestly don't mind losing. I gave it my all. I didn't play super well today. Sneepy played better. He deserves the win, you know. But at the same time, I hate every single one of you that rooted for him. And I am gonna take all of your world records as punishment. You do not get to do that to me. But yeah, GG's, man. You really earned it. You put in the time. You put in much more effort into this game than I did. You absolutely deserve the win. Really proud of you, dude.
He says while looking away and BDAIling.
Hey, we made eye contact. You didn't get to see it. It was a beautiful, tender moment.
I will just pause for a second. Sneepy, you do have all 40 gold bowls. That is something that has happened before because after Sneepy skips this cutscene, it will show how many gold bowls he has out of 40.
Oops. I'm just gonna take the scenic route here. He's throwing out some bombs. I've got it. You guys are a captive audience. If I'm gonna lose in style.
Which style is this?
I don't know yet. Wait, hold on.
So thrilling. Exhilarating.
Will he do it?
He's only got 16 seconds.
Oh, dude, I should have had the destroyer up at some point. That would have been fun. All right, and here we are. 3, 2, 1, time.
Hey.
And that's with what, 2 minutes wasted at the start?
Yeah.
And that's him. Yeah.
Well,
he's
off. He's off. I'm out of here. Listen, I know when to take a leave.
Yeah, if you want to do runs of Ratchet, you should join the Ratchet Discord. It's great. There's a bunch of wonderful people here.
I know you weren't here, but Sin already said all of this for his run. So
No.
Join the Ratchet Discord. Everyone's really nice. Everyone's really kind.
Yeah.
It's a good community. You should join. Games are fun.
54:30 is pretty decent time.
Yes.
Do we have any shout-outs to give? Did we ever decide on anybody that we want
I
to give?
tried to shout out the
Oh,
Ratchet
shout-outs to
Discord,
Tread.
Shout-outs to Tread.
Yeah, get in here, Tread.
He was going to be doing commentary. He doesn't know anything about this game at all, I don't think.
He knows it's
Anyway,
Ratchet and Clank.
yeah, thanks everyone. Thanks Zem and Sneepy for competing.
Yeah, I'm gonna go drink now.
Yeah. You know what? I think I'm going to join you.
Non-alcoholic beverage.
Thanks everyone.
Really thirsty.
Yeah, I'm Robbie. I'm gonna be playing some Prince of Persia. With me, I have some cool guys as well.
I'm Kara. Hello.
I'm Drunken hello.
Very knowledgeable about this exact category. As
Tons of experience on board.
Yeah, it's gonna be a fun run. So I hope you enjoy. And how do we do it this year with the button? There's no button. We'll start in 3, 2, 1, go. It's good to be back again. I ran this same category in 2016 at DSA.
So what is the category actually?
It's a zipless category. So yeah, back in 2015 there was a big glitch discovered, zipping, and it kind of destroyed the entire game. And that's why we decided at some point to create the zipless category to show off more of the more interesting glitches to me that are otherwise overshadowed by the zipping glitch. So it's more about movement and cool glitches.
Yeah, the zipping just destroyed every game in the trilogy.
First trick already.
All the other glitches were completely overshadowed by zipping. Like nothing else was done besides zipping. Pretty much once you get the rewind powers. So it's cool that there's like this intermediate category that has no zipping involved.
Yeah, because the game's quite broken even without zipping. Like there's a lot of tech that you'll see throughout the run. That's why also there's a no major glitches category that emphasizes the parkour and the gameplay even more so than zipless.
That their king might say to them, as Khosrow said to Rustam.
Yeah, but before we get the Dagger of Time, which we're getting to at the start of the game,
I knew this would not be my way.
there's not that many glitches yet, so it's more about doing movement, brain perfectly, of course.
Of course.
And the wonders within.
Like when you're grinding this game, you can reset over the most silly things at the start.
Yeah, so that was an interesting thing you saw Robbie do. He went on the little boulder on the ground so that he started running down a slope, and that gives him maximum running speed immediately. Until you get to maximum running speed on like shorter distances, rolling again and again is faster. But if you're gonna have a longer running section, it's better to just build up to top speed. And this entire section has basically serving a little bit as a tutorial. It shows you these enemies and cutscenes and stuff. But Robbie knows how to play the game. As you see there, insane tech again.
Second huge trick.
Yes. Yeah, jumping in that corner just pushed him a little bit further on the ledge, so he saved some time.
Here we can abuse the auto-targeting that poles have to get here earlier.
Shall I continue my story from here the next time we're interrupted?
Now we'll be getting to the dagger shortly.
We are skipping instead
there
of
it lay,
going around
just
a long
out of
way.
reach. The dagger of
Yeah, that's the
time.
first real trick.
There was a treasure I
Can be
could
kind
carry
of a
with pride,
reset point.
trophy of our victory.
Yes, the diagonal jumps here, you mean, obviously.
Didn't fall down.
Yeah.
This is really embarrassing if you fell down.
Yeah, and here will be the sequence break in this hallway. It's pretty precise, even though it's been known for a long time. It is still very, very difficult. So let's see how Robbie manages to do it. Damn, first try, insane. So now you can see the game acting a little bit weird. The traps are activating as we're running backwards. The ground crumbles down kind of weirdly. That's because we are running towards the dagger backwards, but we're not actually going to pick it up. We just go close enough so that the game, now that we're going the intended way, thinks that we already picked up the dagger, and when we come back, it will end up triggering the cutscene to progress the story, and then we get the dagger later, like automatically. So that was really nice, really smooth.
Yeah, we used to actually grab it for a long time. We just watched the cutscene, and then Hinafu at some point said like, "Oh, you don't actually need to grab it." And also Hinafu, funnily enough, found a way to clip through this door here. At first we were a bit skeptical, because there's of course no video or anything. It's like, oh yeah, you can just clip using the enemies.
But how?
But after some trying, we were able to do it, so let's see. I want to use the red enemy with the big lance.
Each time I struck them down, they rose to fight again. I
I'm
soon
gonna prep
realized
him by
that
hitting him
only by
twice,
taking into my
because I
own
want
dagger
him to
the
be
sands that possess them, could I liberate them from their monstrous living
down,
death.
right? Kind of down, but not fully down. We'll see.
Just mild depression, not full depression.
And then I can manipulate his position. I'm gonna put him in front of the door. A little bit to the right. And then do a wall run. Didn't quite make it. Need to do a bit more distance.
There you go. Nice. Those two failed attempts show you how much precision is actually needed there to be able to clip through the door, so getting that in a marathon is really nice.
Yeah, and that allows us to skip the rest of the fight, which is followed by a cutscene as well. Yeah, in the meantime, you also saw when I kill the enemies normally, then I gain a sand, and using that I can rewind.
Mm-hmm. That's the yellow indicator on the left side.
Kind of the point of this game.
Come back!
I think in one of the developer videos, they
Had
talked
I
about
really seen
when
Or
they were
had my
creating the
senses given
game,
way
it was
under
just
the
too
burden of
difficult, so
horrors
they
too great
that's where it kind of comes
Oh,
from.
I see.
Conjured up a
I
phantom.
didn't even know that.
Either way, I could not rest until I had found her again.
Yeah, so as the prince said, we're looking for Farah again.
Donkey.
She's a very nice lady. And this game is sort of an escort mission with her later on. But first we have to find her.
You can see Robbie using some small parkour tech, like the way he got on that pole allowed him to not have to turn around to jump towards the wall later. There's a little bit of time. Here he does a torpedo to break the furniture, get through quicker. Gives this pole using the little pillar on the side. There's a lot of small stuff if you want to optimize everything. Another torpedo to have a faster landing animation.
Yeah, it's really fun to do this. It's just really fun to play this run.
This game, honestly, like it aged really well considering this is a 2003 release.
Yeah, so true. It still looks good to me, at least.
Yeah.
Maybe Zoomers are like.
This is not Fortnite. Get this off my screen.
How do I spend V-Bucks?
Well, I mean, modern Ubisoft games would probably allow you to do that.
Yeah.
Oh, you want the dagger early? €5.
Maybe the remake.
Do we have time for donations?
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
Wonderful, thank you. So we have a $10 donation from Dinzo saying go go speed. We also have $40 from Fingers Tay Hand saying couldn't think of a better way to spend my birthday than by watching the epic dude guy himself dominate Prince of Persia right here in the ESA venue. Good luck, Robbie, and happy birthday, Fingers.
Yeah, happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
We also have $5 from Eris saying, Robbie, I recall you recording a very good tutorial for this game. Maybe you should do another one of these days. And with that, back to you guys.
Yeah, I may have made a tutorial for the zipping glitch. But in real life.
But you died. How do you make a tutorial if you die in the game? What the hell?
I died to save time.
Oh, that's allowed.
So that's the first instance of the first-person glitch, but it will be better shown off in a little bit.
Yeah, it's one of the biggest glitches that we have in this category.
Yeah, the idea is that you go in first person, and hello, and then you slowly pull back on your control stick, and that instantly turns the prince around. But because you're holding onto a box, then kind of get inside the box, so you get pushed as well, and the box gets pushed, and it's all kinds of fun stuff.
Uh-oh.
I pushed it too far.
Yeah, so this is a big puzzle that you're supposed to complete. This is one of the very infamous parts, I think, if you play the game. Essentially, you get on the middle elevator, and you turn around the levers to complete it and get to the other side. But using the box, we can get through without it. Again, using the first person. There we go. So now we are in the middle.
Because you hold on the box, you don't lose any height. That's why you can just cross this gap with this first person glitch.
reset the axles for you. The man who's
And if you had your volume turned up, then you might be deaf now. And there's also a way you can use the box to skip this cutscene, but it's very difficult. But we do it in the segmented run.
To see those 4 axles, you'll need to pick them up one by one until you've got all.
Guess I didn't have to explain the puzzle. He does it for us.
Take them up to the top together.
I don't know how to do it.
Make sure you pick them up in the right order.
Thanks. You can also do the first person glitch with levers, so that they turn around without you having to do the movement. So I can position myself already. And we brought the box here to do the clip through the door. Like so.
Nice. Yeah, so not only did Robbie teleport over to the other side of the room, but he got through the door at the same time, basically past the puzzle.
Oh yeah, and if you're confused, like, but isn't that a zip? Then
No.
I guess it is. You could describe it as a zip, but the category specifically bans the zipping glitch that we have defined. So we're all good here.
Yeah, which works by overloading the memory, which, that's not the principle abused here.
Camera. So I didn't open the door because I wanna go over. Let's try that. Oh yeah, I didn't explain that at all actually.
It's another instance of first-person glitch, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, with an open ledge application. Very nice. Yeah, so he needs to just push himself barely enough through the wall to get a wall run instead of actually running back inbounds to where we came from there.
Yeah, the ledges are very interesting in this game because they only kind of check if you are at the edge of the ledge and then you are stopped. But if you get past the edge, you can just go wherever you want to go. So that's what we're doing with the first-person glitch. We get the prince a bit like halfway off of the ledge, and then we turn around 90 degrees, and then we're fully off the ledge, and we can just move freely. And I mean, we can even change the direction. So this one will show it off nicely. Oh. Not sure why that killed me.
Change the direction vertically.
There we go.
There we go.
We can walk off. Change the angle, so we go straight to the door.
Yeah, so when he turned 90 degrees to the left, that's turning the analog stick to the left very slightly, and then when he's changing the direction, he goes into first person, moves around a little bit, and then turns the analog stick straight.
Side effect of being on a ledge is you can walk through walls, as you could just see.
Yeah, you can also do it on levers to instantly activate them without pulling them all the way back. And yeah, it's kind of ironic, but it gives you more time to go through the door. But obviously, we don't need that.
Yeah, right. Pull out the lever fully. Bastards.
So now we've met Farah again. She's destroying our dad. And I would actually like her to keep doing that. So that's one of the strategies you can do for this fight. Because you can only kill the dad, the big guy, after you've killed all the other ones. But if he gets very close to Farah, then Farah will just kind of stun lock him. And that's very nice. So as long as the dad is the closest enemy to Farah, then she will hit him. And I can use the camera to kind of manipulate the enemies and Farah. So right now I don't really want Farah on the camera, because then she will get hit by other enemies. And she's more likely to get hit. Yeah, we're not really getting that stun lock strategy going right now. That's fine.
It's also not really doing much, it's just falling.
Camera change. Yeah, so that's why you don't really want the dad, because you can't target him. Or the prince will target him, but you can't do anything against him.
Help me.
What? Did I just wall vault off the guy?
Yeah, you tried to.
Oh my.
Well, this camera that you see now, this is the landscape view. So you have the first-person view, the regular view, the third-person, and then you have the landscape that you can use as well, which is like a set camera where you zoom in or out. And there are two types of enemies besides our dad here, the red guy and the blue guards. And the red guards, you can see we can just jump over, slash them with a sword, and then take their soul with a dagger. And the blue guys will block that attack, so instead you need to do a little bit of a different strat.
Yeah, we can do a power attack. You have to... What? I was blocking. You have to do an attack and then tap your sword movement a couple times, and then attack again.
Not for me, but for the
And
enemy.
he does like the strike from the sky. It's very scary, but it's almost over.
Yeah, this is a little bit scary because anytime you kill an enemy, the rewind timer actually resets. So you cannot rewind as far back, right? So potentially you can get yourself to a situation where you can only rewind to a part where...
Oops.
where the enemy is already attacking you.
I messed up the slow-mo. That's the death fight. Yeah, it was not that great, but...
You survived, though.
Yeah.
That's what counts. Yeah, the idea there was to slow down the time and then be able to just immediately kill the father with the dagger, but because the timing was a little bit off, he managed to block it.
Yeah, I cancelled it too early. But when I think I just misremembered how to do it. Done. And here we get a save, and then there's a cutscene.
Uh-oh.
But we can just not watch it. Closing the game. Oh, yes. Thank you, Ubisoft.
Yeah, so we crashed the game here.
I didn't
launch it again.
I closed it normally.
Of course.
Now we can just load where the save was. Let's get the cutscene. Cutscene is quite long, so it's definitely worth it. Get some health again, and now we're good again. Yeah, in the cutscene, Farah and the prince decide to
Please don't. You're liable to hit me.
travel along together. So the first thing we do is hit her. Because here we kind of go out of her reach without doing the fight, and that slowly drains her health. And we can make it to the next checkpoint before she dies, and we have enough time, and that's why we hit her so she dies a bit quicker. There's the checkpoint.
Yeah, so she died, we pulled the lever, get the checkpoint, game over, and sequence break. Easy.
So now there will be some areas where you're kind of collaborating with Farah. I did it a bit too quick. Need to be in the middle here. Okay, getting blocked. It's very nice.
It's nice how you perform all these cool speed tricks easy, and then little wall run messes you up like this.
Yeah. Casual movement is the hardest part.
Of course. Good job.
Yeah, coming up to the warehouse, which has a lot of different strategies. I'm gonna use the simplest one, because I don't really like rewind tricks, which we haven't seen yet, because I don't like But yeah, a rewind trick is if you rewind to the same point twice in the middle of an action, so let's say a wall run, you rewind to the middle of it and then you can extend it, so it will be duplicated, kind of. And for this one you need to do that twice, so you can make it around the very large gaps here.
But rewind tricks
It's
are
annoying.
kind of consistent because of weird, it's like how the
need to
rewinding
find a
works.
way
It's
down
like
to the bottom.
intervals, and if the interval doesn't line up really, then you can miss hitting the same spots. Don't get a rewind trick.
Yeah, you can't actually decide frame perfectly where you want the rewind to end.
Stay there.
I guess it has to do with how the game stores the previous states of the game. Like, it doesn't store everything. It stores certain points and then calculates the rest in between. That is my theory, at least.
Makes sense. Yeah.
So yeah, we don't do the rewind trick, we just go around. And let Farah do all the work.
you all right? I heard strange noises.
No permanent damage, thank you.
Yeah, if you do the rearm trick, you also have to do a jump here, which is also kind of difficult.
Oh yeah, right.
I've got it.
On the railing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now Farah and I are moving the staircases, or what you would call them, together. But if you do the rearm trick, they're not moved. They're kind of in the way. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. We're not doing that strategy anyway. Here I'm doing a jump to avoid an enemy trigger. Here I can do a jump down to skip some stuff. I need to land on the railing to survive.
Very nice.
And not roll, because then you might roll to the right side. There we go. And because we did that, we missed some loading triggers. Or is it loading? Maybe it's just because Farah is in the wrong place.
Yeah, I think Farah
It's loading.
And loading, right?
I don't know. You gotta show confidence.
No, I think it's because Farah was in the wrong place.
Sometimes you do strategies for a long time, like 5 years, and I forget why you did them. Yeah, first person glitch to move the box, and then you can jump up there. But you can make it with a jump.
Yeah, jumping is a little bit finicky in this game sometimes because you don't have a dedicated jump button. Prince automatically jumps when you're close to edge of a platform, basically.
I need to go from the ground. Look at this, turn around. There.
Nice. When you press the jump button normally when you're running around, you just get the roll instead.
Here we can do a funny little thing where the door pushes us into the cutscene, and then we can move in the cutscene. I'm gonna stop moving here because this part is where we want to kind of block Farah so she doesn't follow us into this, into the zoo. Let's see if we did it. Yeah. So now she's kind of stuck behind the wall, and that's good because there's a fight here, and the enemies will destroy her, and I don't want to do the fight. But this way I have a chance of skipping it if I'm quick enough. There we go.
Good job. Yeah, that looked way easier than it actually is. You have to wall run at like a very specific location and stuff.
Help me.
Wait, she's still in combat. She followed me? Well, I'm committed at this point.
Gotta be quick now.
Oh. Oh.
So here we're trying to avoid progressing through here normally and using the box to teleport through the door. Careful to avoid a cutscene that is there, I think. And I guess now we are in a... maybe Farah is fine.
Yeah. Oh,
no, never mind. A little bit of a race.
Oh, here.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Damn, that's unfortunate that she ended up following us into the area.
Yeah, I'll just do the fight then.
Yeah, there's nothing that we could really do when she's on the other side. This is a new enemy type that we see here as well. These hammer guys. You can use a similar strategy on them like with the red guys, except you cannot necessarily immediately cut them with the dagger without slow-mo, which is another power-up. We didn't really mention that, but we tried to use it on the father earlier. But you can jump over them, slash them twice with a sword, they fall on the ground, and then you can stab them with the dagger. Just like that.
Yeah, so it doesn't take that long, but obviously you want to skip it if you can. Sure. We'll do it differently. Yeah, I'm not sure how she followed me. I've never seen that.
we're going for the same strat instead of having Farah help us with pulling some levers, just using the box.
Yeah, there's a different version that we're doing there, where you rewind back to a point where you were holding onto the box, and then after you do the first-person glitch, you're still holding onto the box, and it's useful in that case because it allows you to avoid going too far, and then you hit a cutscene.
Nice
Later,
little skip there.
the next box will be even more useful using that strategy.
Do we have time for a donation?
Yep, go ahead.
Wonderful. We have $25 from Strife the Historian saying, what a trio of beautiful guys I have on my hotel screen right now, because, of course, you can also watch this from your hotel room. I can take a nap and watch EDG destroy Sands of Time. I'll see you all later at the event. Let's get some money for charity. And that one went towards the complete the trial levels for Proteus, the very next run, which is now at $510 out of 1,000. So get your donations in for that if you want to see those trial levels that are usually skipped. But, you know, more content is more marathon, and we all want more marathon. Back to you guys.
So there was another new enemy, Beetle there.
Oh, there's one. Yeah, you can actually skip that fight, but this skip is so annoying if you have to do it with scarabs there. I'd rather just kill them quickly. So rewind back to the box holding, and then we can hold on to it, and we can create more distance. Come on. Even more distance between the prince and the box. And then we do this. Don't ask me why that works, but then the box gets here, which is normally very hard to get over that ledge. So you have to do that. I didn't really theorize that. Oh, maybe if I go there and then do that. I just tried a bunch of stuff, and then this eventually worked. So.
Yeah, normally you need to have Farah there, move the box around, but because Farah is not here, we need to do this to clip through the door. Oh.
Yeah, that was a bit wrong timing for that skip. Okay. Yeah, it's again the basic movement is just. It really is. Reunited with Farah.
Yeah, somehow she made it to the other side already.
Yeah.
Magic.
Yeah, the game is kind of weird with Farah sometimes. There's areas where the game will crash if she's not near you. In some places you can just leave her behind for a long time.
Suddenly appear somewhere else.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's especially a problem with the zipping category where you can do even greater sequence breaks, and then sometimes you literally do a zip just to a place so that Farah can load in. Small little tech there on the palm tree again, to jump off of it instantly rather than having to turn around twice.
Yeah, next section is the baths, which is most known for a crash involving Farah not being there. But we can also use it. Yeah, we can kind of get Farah in a state that we call twisted neck. Farah gets kind of glitched, but in a way that she doesn't cause game overs or crashes, and she will just be teleported with the prince for a long time. So that's what we want to create here. You won't really see the state itself, but if you encounter Farah in that state, she will have her neck twisted 180 degrees. So that's where the name comes from.
Speaking of Farah, I have a donation that's kind of on theme. Do we have time for that?
Yeah,
sure.
Wonderful. We have a $5 donation from Farah being mildly inconvenienced off screen. There is no message.
Ah.
But thank you very much for that.
Nice. Yeah, first off here, we'll be setting up the storage glitch. Maybe Shu, you want to explain this one? Because you're involved in finding
I
stuff.
guess so. The storage glitch, you can store a ledge jump, like jumping over a small ledge by getting hit while going over a ledge. Now this ledge is stored in memory, and if you try to climb over another small ledge, like an auto climb, it will try to teleport you back to this ledge, which will come in useful soon, I think.
Yep.
And that glitch works on all 3 games of the trilogy. It's interesting. It also has at least one use in every game.
Yeah, that's really cool about it. Yeah, because we want to leave Farah behind. There will be a big gap later that... What? There we go. A big gap later that you can normally only cross with Farah. So we're using the storage glitch there to cross it. So you'll see.
Hopefully, yeah. He now has to avoid like every single auto climb.
Yeah, but I don't think there's in this game there isn't any. So. So now I'm setting up some more runs specifically so that Farah gets in a spot. And then we hope the game doesn't game over. Right around here. Okay, that's good.
Alright, good.
I think I see that glow you were talking about.
Also through the baths, we did a couple of sequence breaks there that you could probably see set up. We didn't really talk about them, but you can abuse some of the geometry, auto-targeting for ledges and stuff as well.
Oops. Yeah, the wall run that I did, they kind of block it off with the water, because if the prince's feet are wet, you cannot do a wall run, which is kind of funny. But you can actually do the wall run from just behind the water. Here we can do a quick way down.
That was nice, using the keyboard to have a perfect straight input.
Yeah, I tried using the keyboard to jump.
Yeah, earlier. Didn't work.
Hey, here we got the sword upgrade. And this lets you break walls. Oops. And there's a spot right there where the enemies don't target you, which is very nice.
Like cutscene skip, right?
Yeah, cutscene skip there.
Back in the early days, we didn't know about the spot where the enemies don't target you, and it was kind of hell to get through that door without doing the fight.
Yeah, the reason for that is when you're in combat, you can unsheath your weapon, but obviously then you cannot break the wall. But if you have the weapon out, you will auto-target the enemies, so it will be very difficult to actually attack the wall instead.
And here I can change the angle of the ledge to get here slightly quicker. Here I can... Oh, that doesn't look right.
Still trying though. Oh, nice. That's a very difficult jump there, actually. Very well done. Skips a little bit of platforming.
Insta level?
Yeah, I got it, but then...
halfway.
Yeah.
Oh no, I
go backwards.
Okay, let's just go normal. So here's the part where we're gonna consume the storage.
Oh yeah.
So I can do a climb up on this thing, and then it's gonna pull me back all the way to the other ledge.
Or at
which
least
is-
try.
Very
which
nice.
is in that
Yeah.
direction.
Yeah. Because in that storage you still keep collision, unlike all the other glitches, so collision just stops you from going back entirely to that ledge that you stored.
Yeah, that was huge.
Yeah, it's very cool to me that we found a use for that glitch in all the 3 Sans Trilogy games.
Yeah, it's really potent as well in the sense that it produces quite a bit of time save every time.
And it requires some really big brain thinking to actually
Yeah.
find a use for it.
Yeah, it's really fun having to avoid all the automatic climb ups that the game kind of expects you to do.
Look for a switch.
Wait for me!
Oh, I missed it.
A soldier's mess hall.
What were you going for there?
Wafted from the
Yeah,
kitchen.
if you jump into the
Scant hours
cutscene
ago,
with a
these tables
wall
had been
vault, you
filled
get
with men,
a funny cutscene
joking
that
in
everyone has seen like a
camaraderie
million
over
times.
evening Just as my
It's still
father's
funny.
men do back home in Seraph, at ease because they think themselves safe within the castle walls with no enemy to fight. How could they know the enemy was already among them?
Alright, where are we going now? We're gonna meet up with Farah soon. And then leave her behind immediately right after. Very nice to not have Farah here because she would be standing at the door and the enemies would hit her and
Most likely
essentially
die.
kill her, yeah.
Yeah, we saw that already.
Oh yeah, here's a very cool trick that has been around for the longest time. But this drawbridge is up, but the collision for the normal
twice.
bridge is just there. So we can grab it. But there's still a wall on the other side,
Yeah.
so I have to jump around.
This will be tricky now.
Yeah, this is the first instance of rewind trick we actually see.
So I'll rewind twice to the middle of the jump, and then hope to get an extended jump.
There we
Let's
go.
go. Again, way more difficult than it looks like because you don't have perfect control of when you stop the rewind.
Yeah. To be fair, that one is pretty easy. Well, pretty consistent, I would say. So that's nice. Yeah, in the early days of this category, we did a lot of rewind tricks. But now we do as few as possible.
Yeah, first person glitches and like stuff like that kind of replaced a lot of the rewind tricks.
So there again, we died on purpose actually. Is that for Farah again?
Yeah. There we go. There she is. Say hi to Farah. And bye to Farah. This is a very fun part. You can use this ledge to go under the bridge. And normally you have to go climb this tower where we were just now with Farah. And go over the bridge. There's a bunch of cutscenes.
A fight as well.
There's a fight.
Isn't there the birds?
I think there is, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's like
You can just not fight them. And yeah, this way there's just enough collision to make it like this.
So this was basically making it from out of bounds back in bounds with the out of bounds collision, and it works out perfectly. Very neat. And then dramatically the bridge just collapses.
Yeah. Normally you come from there, and then it's maybe dramatic.
Well, I liked it like this.
Yeah, and then also the
I'll
birds
start the
that
story
Kada
from here
mentioned,
next
they fall because of the falling bridge. Makes sense.
Of course.
So here, take another death. Get Farah again. Oh, also loading. Maybe both. I don't know.
probably both.
A very old school strategy.
Whoa, that's a personal favorite of mine. Man.
Why is that?
I don't know. You tell me.
Somehow it's named after us too. We didn't do anything.
Yeah, that was the Robolist. That's cool little parkour.
Down below, there's a great open balcony. Come on.
Can do some jumps to skip some platforming.
Stay there. I'll come down to you.
That's again abusing the fact that you can get a jump when you're close to the edge of the platform there.